And this is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
What is going on, everybody? What's up?
All right.
So, before we get going here, we use the restreamio.com or whatever fucking thing, and for some reason we are going on the YouTube, but we're not going on anything else. I have no fucking clue.
Facebook sucks.
So if something fucks up, I'm sorry. But I mean, we are live on the YouTube, so
the YouTube.
Yeah,
the YouTube.
The YouTube. Yeah.
You kids on the YouTube.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check the Facebook one more time. I know last week for whatever reason we couldn't do the Facebook thing, but it's still not fucking coming up. But we are live on the YouTube. TheYouTube.com. You can go check that out.
It's this new thing.
It's a new thing.
Yeah.
Like the Ohio University.
Yeah.
I don't know how well it's going to take off, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Let's go with it.
Something new. Yeah. But welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of the Kentucky Hot Brown Boys, episode 292. We are
getting close.
2 small months away from our 300th episode, which I haven't started planning anything big and huge for that episode, but I kind of want it to be epic. I kind of want something awesome to happen. Yeah, that's right. So shoot me some ideas, people.
We got to do something.
I still vote for Brad
big.
getting bikini wax.
That'd be cool. What happened to colonoscopies?
What the?
Let's not bring our sexual fantasies.
It was a colonic.
Yeah, it's a colonic. Yeah.
He's already had a colonoscopy, so it wouldn't be unique.
Damn, you already at that age, bro.
Okay.
He went back he said, "I need a second opinion."
Might need a third and a fourth.
Can you use 2 fingers next time?
I thought they did use 2 fingers. Or is it
I
only
don't know.
one?
It's just one. If they did 2, that's a little
much.
That's kind of gay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's not very professional. When
I
had
it's life or death. Like, when you want the doctor to go the extra mile, you know?
that was a dog running across the ceiling.
I thought it was like a cop trying to bust in the door.
Yeah,
man.
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
We're being busted.
Yeah.
No, it was only one when I went to the doctor. I don't know about what the doctors were doing to you guys, but
for the colonoscopy or for
colonoscopy is the
prostate?
camera. The prostate check is just the finger.
You have to do that already? I thought that was until 40.
I'm in high,
at
like
35. I got to do it at 35. My dad died of that type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit runs in like stomach issues and all that shit runs in my family.
But your prostate's not your stomach, dog.
Well, and that kind of stuff too.
It's all connected.
It's all
It's
guts.
all connected.
Yeah.
We all come from semen.
All right.
It happens.
It's somewhat connected, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm nothing. I'm not even gonna go there. Let's just keep rolling.
I was gonna say, if you guys haven't noticed yet, we've got a full house here. We got me, we got Dusty B,
Yep.
we got Leo B,
Yeah.
we got Brad B, and we got
B.
Britt F.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
What? Can I just refer to you as Brittany bitch the whole time? Because it goes with the whole B thing.
Sure.
Like you got.
As long as you say it's.
Okay.
Before.
And it's gotta be it's Brittany
bitch.
We need to get that as a sound
down.
clip.
Yeah, we do.
It's Brittany bitch.
I'll note it.
Yeah, there you go.
Noted.
That'll work.
Duly noted.
Just goes.
Hated it.
You just gave me an idea, Leo. I got to get you one of them little hats to wear
Yeah,
now.
the little
tiny top hat or something.
Tiny top hat. And then one time he had a cowboy hat
Is that
on.
racist?
No.
What kind of
I
hat
just
are we
thought
talking
about
about?
it
Who is
because
it?
didn't the frog have that hat on? Remember, Dave Chappelle had the joke when he was talking about the WB.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
WB.
yeah,
The fried chicken.
I was referring to the In Living Color bit.
I know. I'm just talking
hated
shit.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got
Hated
you.
it.
I mean, it can be racist if you want to. We can work an angle on that.
Racism
You know?
is like funny, like when it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally agree.
I enjoy it good. To me, like some of the best like comedians back in the day used to always talk about like race and shit.
Yeah.
I love when white comics talk about race, like Louis C.K. and shit. You know?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
What?
Oh, we can't say that name anymore.
I was like, what?
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Me too.
What's a good white joke? Don't tell me you don't know any. 'Cause I know you know some.
Anything mass shooter related.
Well,
Serial killer or child molester related.
I don't know any like good like white stereotype jokes?
You don't know any.
I know like
I
the
think
old-
white girls are easier to make fun of than like just white people.
Yeah.
Like basic white girls, like that's like my dad.
Drinking White Claws and shit.
Yeah.
It's like
We need to have like a
That White Claw shit's
joke of
taken
the week,
over.
yeah.
Like
It
White
is.
Claw is taken
Fucking
over.
That shit is garbage, man.
I haven't had it. I know I won't
What
like it.
is
So
it?
it's
what do you know?
It's
alcoholic.
alcoholic spritzer.
It's
I'm not
it's
even-
basically a vodka soda that someone put in a can and made malt liquor,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
foul.
It's
It
But
tastes
everybody loves
It's
it.
like a spiked
Yeah.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
White
off-
girls love it.
I'm off the malt.
Like basic white girls.
Yeah. Basic. Yeah.
You can't like. It is a lot of comic jokes about like white girls, like ditzy white girls. Then you
Right.
got the soccer mom. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
Well-
like,
Yeah.
it's everywhere for real.
It went from being like valley girls to like
Dumb chicks.
emo girls to like basic white girls.
So like,
Now
can I
it's-
talk to the manager girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, Karens.
Karens.
The
yeah.
emo girls grew up to be the Karens.
Now the trash is like very equal in America. You know, as far as like race and how people act stereotypically. Like I see like ratchet girls. It's like bougie ratchet. It's like the new way of life.
Like Cardi
for
B.
women. Like yeah, no matter where they from. I see like white girls acting the same way, black girls acting the same way.
What,
It's like,
what
oh,
was
you
the word?
dits.
What was the word you said before?
Bougie?
Ratchet.
Bougie.
Oh, bless you.
And ratchet.
Well, it's like the teen mom. Like the teen moms like have money, but they're still white trash.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
It's
fine.
cool. I guess.
Like
That's a good
It's
segue.
edgy.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
segue.
Yeah.
but
Hey, we got. Let's. You guys want to
We
jump
got
into
some-
headlines?
jump right in.
Let's jump into the
All
headlines.
right.
Wow, we're just
Tearing it up.
Early.
it's throwing me off.
Yeah.
We got a lot to get through.
It'd be nice to have somebody.
That could be the 300 episode.
Yeah.
You playing a bass?
Welcome to the Hood Vibes. I'm your host, Leo B.
Did you say hoodline?
Yeah.
Yes.
We could. We
That
should.
is an official bit.
Live band to play this during the
Or hoodline
Yeah.
news.
That'd be awesome.
You
all
probably
funky.
know a bass line in person.
A bass line.
I don't know. Someone
Leo
who
plays bass.
You do?
Yeah. He's got one in his basement, don't you?
No. I
Upright?
thought all black dudes played bass.
Upright.
Yeah.
That's like back in the day. You know, you had to have like a Joe Jackson in the house. Beat you
Somebody-
in tune. Okay, I got it.
I know that's the only way I would have practiced if someone was threatening to beat me. So
And those kids turned out to be very
I know.
talented.
Yeah.
Parents don't force you into instruments anymore. They, if anything, they force you to like Disney. That's the new thing. Back in the day, you had to be in a band and shit. Like the
Now
Partridge
you better
Family.
fucking land that Disney Channel special.
Right.
You ain't getting no Christmas presents.
I had to learn
True.
how to play an instrument, or I had to go to Sylvan Learning Center for math. So
What?
because
What? How's that
Really?
even?
because I was bad at math,
You went to the
and
learning center, right?
I did.
Okay, I would have too.
But I also played flute because
it was,
Skin flute?
it was the shit.
The old meat
Cheater.
whistle.
Is Sullivan Learning Center
Yes.
still around?
I think it is.
I think it is. Yeah.
But that shit's
I don't know.
expensive, though. Ain't it?
it only raised my grade from a C to a like B minus.
Oh, if I
so.
was your dad, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah.
You probably spent all that money.
Man,
Jokes
I'm
on
happy with the C, so.
Jokes on me because now all I do all day is
There
like
are easier
algebra.
ways, Britt, to get your grade up. I've watched a lot of
I was
videos on
fucking
how to get your grade up.
seventh grade.
Oh.
And it was a nun, so
Well,
I guess that could have
even
worked.
more.
I
Yeah, that would
suppose.
have. Yeah,
Harry Bush known.
exactly. So, all right, we segued into
Yeah,
news because
segued.
we
Oh,
got a news topic here.
We do. Of Amber Portwood of Teen Mom 2
Bitch is crazy.
has been arrested.
Arrested for what?
For coming at her baby daddy with a machete. So
Why-
at least it was something cool.
Why did she go at her baby daddy with a machete?
Because she's crazy.
Because she's crazy. She
Yeah.
actually does have borderline
Like
personality disorder.
he literally did like nothing to bring it on himself.
She thought that he was texting somebody, and it was on the 4th of July in
Well,
Indiana.
we're just now
how
hearing about this?
American could you possibly? No, it was. She was arrested
What
then
the fuck she get a
But she
Yeah,
was-
but why are we
machete
just now
then?
because
hearing
she was
about it?
arraigned and she had to. She did her
She had
initial jail.
she had court.
She had court, and all the other teen moms showed up for her.
Really?
That's some loyalty.
Farrah
right
Abraham
there.
showed up with her
Farrah-
Arby's
No.
roast beef
No.
hanging out.
We have the meats.
Yeah.
She's ugly. She got even
She
uglier.
was
She
just
had a
a
whole bunch
camel.
of plastic surgery.
Okay,
She's even
this
worse.
is what I want to know about Farrah Abraham. She had all this shit done to her face
She's
and her
so
ass and all that other stuff,
ugly.
but she still has that big ass hairy mole on her neck. Like she couldn't get that shit like removed, and I can't say anything because I'm moly as shit, but like really.
Moly,
They're not making that teen mom
Moly,
money.
moly, moly.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
If you were making that teen mom money,
She ain't making teen mom money either.
She isn't either, but she
not anymore.
What
But
is
what I'm
teen mom money? Is that money?
they get
really?
paid like $15,000 an episode.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Yeah,
What
and
a-
then they got
Really?
endorsement deals and stuff
Yeah,
too.
they have all their own
influencer.
clothing lines and stuff
Sex
too.
tapes.
There's sex
And
tapes.
Yeah.
None of them live in any expensive city.
Farrah Abraham sex tape doubles as a Arby's commercial. Though.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
The
Man, I wish I
secret
had
menu and
meats.
Yeah. I want that Farrah Abraham.
shit. We have the meats.
I'm amazed at their ability to still be in the public eye still.
I mean, it's
Because
going
the
on
show's
10
been
years.
on for
But-
yeah.
But
Trash.
that's the
It's a
thing with
trash
celebrity,
world.
though. That's what I hate about fucking anything celebrity related. It's once you're in the eye of
It's perpetual motion now.
yeah, it's just everything you do comes under constant scrutiny.
Well,
Like
You-
all these one-hit wonders with trash music. If you notice, like they always like touring for the rest of their life. But
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
the fuck going to the shows? Half the time you don't even realize they exist.
Yeah.
You see them like 50, 70, not 70, 56 years old or whatever like that. And I'd be like, damn, this dude kind of holding up.
Well, they always
Somehow.
they drag them up for like the best one-hit wonders, like countdowns and stuff, and so their name stays
Then
around.
after a while, they bunch them together. And it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
they go on
one-hit
tour
wonder
together.
tour.
I
Yeah.
blame VH1.
Yes.
Yeah, big time.
Because-
Because last night, actually, and it's funny that you said that. Because last night in Indianapolis, there was Hammer's House Party, which is a tour that is, it's MC Hammer,
Stop.
DJ
Hammer time.
Cool, Kid and Play, and I think Sir Mix a lot.
That's exactly what that is.
I would have
Yeah.
seen
I
that,
watched
man.
Yeah,
That's
I
a-
honestly would have seen that. Yeah.
That's a double hit though, because it's like you got the nostalgia plus the one-hit wonder novelty.
Yeah, that's true. And like, if like the Teen Moms went on tour, I wouldn't go see that shit.
No.
You know, would
True.
They would. They'd probably do like a Q&A type
If-
shit.
if any of their
you being a
podcasts-
Teen Mom fan, if they went on like a spoken word tour, would you go?
No.
No, but if they did like a live podcast and I could get wasted, fuck yeah, I'd go.
Yeah, they have to be drinking. though.
Yeah.
You're not helping the situation. baby.
I'm the reason why these people exist, so I can't.
Fair enough.
Gave
It's-
them ratings.
It is.
I saw Gary at
Admit it.
Kings Island one time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Didn't you get blocked by Gary on
Yeah,
Twitter?
he blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, we saw him at Kings Island. His big ass came rolling in with one of his buddies, and everybody was like, "I'll take a pictures with him." And Angie's like, she was like, "Oh my god!" And my wife was like, "Oh my god, it's Gary from Team Mom." Like, you want to go get a picture with him? She's like, "No." I'm like, "Cool, I don't either. Let's fucking go."
So what do you
say? Like, can you sign my car seat?
Yeah.
sign my diaper bag.
Yeah. He signed my birth control pills that I've never used.
Plan B?
I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, he's bigger in person than he is on TV.
He's gonna be a cop now.
Oh, of
He-
course.
You can't pass that PT
no,
test.
he dropped like 100 and some pounds. Like,
Man, like, he
still
used to
big
sit
dude.
in his chair, and like his gut would be
Yeah,
like
but
in
he's
his
like-
chin.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
It depends on the city, though. Some cities have, like... really-
Indiana.
It's
so,
Indiana.
Yeah, anybody can
Come
be a cop
on.
in that state.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah,
going
Jack
down.
Osbourne was a cop. They even made a TV show about that.
wasn't he a cripple?
No, he lost weight, but he had
Grandpa.
some type of
But didn't he have
disease.
MS? He has MS.
Yeah,
that's what he
MS.
has.
Not crippled, though.
Oh, okay.
Cripple
Yeah,
We
fight.
haven't
I
seen him in
apologize.
years, though.
He has
He's a cripple.
Mississippi. What?
No, he's got that show he does with his dad too. He's around still.
Yeah. But once again, like they won't just fucking die off and go live their life. They have to
You
have
talking about the
the
Osbournes?
fucking spotlight. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to have their dad with
Yeah,
them.
they get
Yeah.
better with age. and
Yeah.
Shit. What's up
Well,
with Ozzy Osbourne?
Wouldn't you want to keep up that too?
Yeah, but why? Like you have to realize at a certain point.
If you could
like-
commoditize it, like if you like could do that instead of working like a regular.
but they don't have to work though. That's the thing. They could just be out
Probably
banging
bored,
strippers
man.
and doing blow and living life to the fullest. But yet they
That
they
shit costs
feel the
money.
need
Can
to-
Yeah,
you define
well,
what
cookers
are you?
cost-
Are you talking about like specifically like reality show people?
Yeah,
or
just-
like one hit wonder people.
Like one hit wonder people, I can understand because they got that one hit wonder
Yeah.
and they want to keep it going.
They
But
at least had some talent to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people like Jack Osbourne, any type of reality star, just let them fucking die off. Let them fucking go live their life.
Is your
Stop
thesis that we should stop giving them attention?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
They
he just really hates Jack Osbourne.
They're from like a.
It's not that. It's just him and Kelly together.
Yeah.
They're from a
They-
popular family, so you know they won't go away just off the.
They're like American royalty
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
I have a soft spot for Kelly though
sad.
because as a round faced person, it doesn't matter how skinny I get. Like I always look a little chubby.
I'm not
and-
gonna lie, Kelly kind of look good to me
Yeah.
now, though.
Anymore.
So that's what I'm
I'm not.
saying.
I'm not
good.
saying I wouldn't. You know, stick my winky in her diddly box or nothing. But
She's
just
cute.
saying.
I don't know. I think she's cute.
I do too.
Remember she tried to be a
I don't know.
singer?
As long as she got
Yeah, oh
the
my
light
God.
purple hair and
Yeah,
all that,
yeah.
so that shit look good.
She's like one of those girls that like made me think for like I'm not famous and I live in Cincinnati, but like that like shaved like situation, because like when you have a round face, you take the sides off and go high to make your face look longer. So she's got it down.
I never thought.
I never-
Nobody got it down.
I
to the
never
science
thought
and
about
shit.
that.
It's a thing. My
Maybe that's
hairstylist
why
said.
like the Captain Marvel chick they got don't look right with her hair.
She
Oh
has.
yeah, I know what you're
I don't think
saying.
she's
Yeah,
all that
she's got
good.
she's
So
got
maybe
the
her
tall
face
hair.
not round enough, I guess.
No,
Her ass
yeah.
ain't-
If you
her
already
ass
have
ain't round enough. I'll tell you that.
you already have
that
a
damn
long
Spider-Man
face,
kid's
it's-
got her beat.
I think they could have picked a better actress for
Yeah, I
Captain
agree.
Marvel, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
They needed to pad her out a little more too.
Yeah.
Pimp her out a little more?
Pad like a
Oh.
drag queen. We won't talk about drag queens.
Like
Yeah,
she's
make
like
her
you want her
ass
to be
look
like
yeah,
better.
that's what I'm
thicker.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You
she's been like
cinch and you
lifting
pad
shit.
and
Yeah. Like she
that's
does
how you pull off
squats.
the cat suits.
Yeah.
Can't just go in
Like Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. I wasn't a big fan of that either.
Anne
forgot all
Hathaway
about
just
that.
But
sucks.
she did a
Yeah.
better job than the Captain Marvel chick, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think both of them suck.
I think. See,
I'll
Anne
give it to
Hathaway,
Anne
I felt
Hathaway.
like the vulnerability from her as an actress. You know, the
Little
Brie
bit.
Larson, whatever her name is. I literally didn't feel anything. It just felt like she was like just stone cold dry
Yeah.
the whole movie.
Because her dumbass
Right.
didn't show up till late, and we're like, "Where the fuck's Captain Marvel at?" I thought she was supposed
Wasn't
to
that-
save the
No,
day.
I'm talking about in her movie,
Oh,
not
yeah.
just in game, but in her
I
individual.
still haven't
movie.
seen that movie.
It's
I haven't
just
either.
not- It's just
Her
as
movie.
dry as what you've seen. It's not much.
I don't know.
It's dry.
What else we got
Anyway.
in headlines, Britt?
Dry.
Done giving these fucking bloodsuckers any attention.
VH1ers.
Yeah, they're gonna keep their
Well-
fame going on our dime.
Speaking of which, I think this next one would make a fantastic reality show. There
Okay.
is a mansion in England called the Grand Country Estate of Dorset that apparently is haunted by a masturbating ape.
What?
Yeah.
It roams the hall of the estate. Apparently,
Is there video of this ape?
there is actually. There
How
is
long
some
has this ape been around?
Found footage. Apparently, it was bought for a depressed heiress after
Yeah.
she tried to kill herself.
What, she
And
could
it was
have
a
sex
friend.
with
No.
it?
Mansion or a
Like,
bear?
But I mean, how long has the ape been there
Oh, I
masturbating?
keep calling
The
it a
ape since
bear
its
and
death.
shit.
it's so easy to do because that Conan.
Since its death in like the late 1800s, it has been spotted.
Did like the Ghost Adventure guys go there and all? He's like, "I got cum on my
Yeah, you
face."
get that ectoplasm. That's what it was all this time. It wasn't ectoplasm. It was ghost jizz.
Apparently,
It's ghost jizz.
the Sun.co reports that it only shows up when young couples are getting amorous.
So he's like jerking off, like,
He's
"Yeah,
jerking
yeah."
off.
He's a voyeur.
He is a
Yeah.
voyeur masturbating.
Wow.
Wow.
So he was known to masturbate while he was alive.
While he was alive, that was his thing because he reached puberty and was not castrated, so he got too aggressive in the end.
But is there video or photos of this
there is
alleged ape?
There is some footage of the apparition of the masturbating.
So like somebody blowing vape clouds, fucking stood
Yeah,
off
then you see
camera.
it.
Yeah,
Zach Baggins needs to show up and like investigate it.
and taunted.
Yeah, like he does every.
Come
fucking-
at me,
yeah.
masturbating
That's what he,
ape.
have you ever seen that guy? Like when he does like that Ghost Adventure
Yeah.
guy.
That's
Every
what I
time it's just
said,
like him,
yeah.
just like trying to fight. Like, just like, come on out, bro. What are you scared of
You're
us
scared?
now? You want to scare these people that live
Why don't
here?
you pick on
but-
someone your own
Yeah,
size?
pick on somebody your own side. He just bought the Manson house. Speaking of,
Really?
or the Sharon Tate house. Yeah, he
Trent
just bought
Reznor
it.
used to own that
Yep.
house. Yeah, they recorded
Downward Spiral there.
and Portrait of American Family.
That's right.
Yeah. Speaking of masturbating, Britt, as a female,
Oh god.
if let's say you found out that somebody you know was like jerking off to like just regular normal pictures of you, would you?
Somebody I know?
Yeah, would you want to know?
Probably because I'm nosy.
Probably.
Like I wouldn't. I don't know. Probably wouldn't weird me out.
Well then,
Like as long as they weren't like stalking me.
I have got a bit of a confession to make here. Brad,
Brad, are you gonna fight somebody?
your profile pictures, they get me randy, and I just at least 3 times a
Oh,
week
join the
I'm
club.
on your page, man, just fucking tearing it
Specifically-
up.
Specifically, which ones? Because I have done that.
All the profile, all of his
them?
profile pictures, yeah.
When I'm walking wall.
One, yeah.
Yeah.
Walking the dog.
Yeah,
Walking the dog.
The dog one,
Yeah.
man.
Walking the
It
dog.
reminds me of the
walking
ape
dog.
and
Rest
just
in
gets
peace.
me going.
Walt upstairs watching us from
R.I.P..
above.
It's kind of funny. I've been planning to do that
Hanging out with the masturbating ape.
like all week to do that, like to bring that
That's
up.
good
And the look on your guys' faces was totally worth it. Because like
Same
you looked at him and he looked at you.
It would be funny, but like it's somebody in this room and it'll be revealed on the 300th episode.
Oh, that'd
That's
$2.99. We do need to do some kind of cliffhanger.
A cliffhanger. Ooh, that would be good. That'd be
This
real
300
good.
episode idea though.
I saw you try to
Talk
bring
about
in the short with the Bagel Guy. He wanted $500.
Yeah, $500 to do our show.
Yeah, what a dick.
He
Fuck
in
him.
celebrity boxing now, so he's trying to get the big bucks.
Oh, so he's like,
Hope
well,
he gets
that's when
knocked
you're
the
starting to
fuck
like
out.
kind of hit the like. He didn't get a reality show, so now he's like,
They rarely ever get a real match.
He wanted
though.
he wanted $750 to do a 5-minute spot on a comedy show in New York City.
Fuck that guy, man. See, and like this kind of goes back to like my thoughts on like,
Yeah,
the whole reality thing.
okay.
We need to just let him fucking die.
Yeah.
Because he's a piece of
He's
shit.
on it. He's on it. It's like another
Yeah.
couple more days,
But
and he's
he wasn't ever
Yeah.
a star. He just went viral. Like
It's the
that's-
same
Yeah,
way
well,
like
it's-
people
it's
feel
just
about
like,
like
yeah.
music, like rap music, for example, or even like actresses and comedians too. It's like the whole Instagram thing. You know, somebody
Oh,
puts
yeah.
up a little 6-second clip or some shit and becomes mega famous, and you done dedicated your whole life to your craft, and you're 10 times better than them, but just because you're the hot thing.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, we're gonna milk this shit for 15 years. Fuck
Yeah.
what happened to 15 minutes of fame? Like that shit.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to make it feel like
We used to get people out here in 6
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah, like
They
William
had
Hung,
talent.
get out! Like, get your ass out! It's been 2 weeks. Fucking pants on the ground, guy, get out! Like,
Yeah.
Let them be out nowadays. They
Yeah.
have fucking 4 albums.
yeah.
That's how it is,
The
man.
sophomore release from
No, the
Pants on the Ground.
theater
guy.
tour for their podcast.
All right, what's up? What's next up, Britt?
The William Hung podcast.
So last but not least, and some of our listeners might find this warning useful, that if you are going to be caught with any kind of illegal paraphernalia or substances, please don't flush it down the toilet, because in Tennessee there has been a report of meth alligators.
Tennessee or Florida?
Tennessee.
They're on their way to Florida,
They're
though.
on
You know
their
it's
way to
coming.
Florida. They came from Florida.
Are the
And-
Gators even in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Are they?
I don't
Like
understand.
South
like,
Tennessee, it goes out to the system and they eat the meth, and
Yeah, they
meth
get all-
gators are now a
They're
thing.
all zooted.
Are they missing teeth? Because I'm not really worried about
They're
that.
coming up to you. They go. They show up at a pawn shop, trying to like, hey man, you want to?
I got these
There's
gator
this
skin
VCR.
boots.
I need
Yeah.
$20. Like,
Waking up, they just gumming on your leg.
Like, let the Gators have meth, man. I don't care. Let
Got
'em-
these gator skin
Okay,
boots.
gators
Yeah.
can run. Gators can run like 16 miles an hour. You're not concerned about a methed up gator?
Not if they lose teeth, like any other meth head.
I don't think gators have access to Mountain Dew. That's why meth heads lose their teeth.
Is it?
Mountain Dew?
So it's not the meth?
It's from grinding their
It's
jaws.
because it's technically not from the meth.
Really?
It's
I always
from
thought
grinding
I always,
their teeth.
always told it was.
No, it not per intervention.
Well, let's start dumping Mountain Dew in them fucking waterways
So,
and make this happen.
So all meth heads are Mountain Dew
It's
fiends?
the next.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Why do you want Mountain Dew if you already on meth?
If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
because you need
Like
something.
how-
It's like a sweet thing. Like they have like a insatiable sweet tooth.
I don't believe this.
Really?
All right.
Have you ever seen a meth head? They're all skinny and shit. I can't picture a meth head like
They
eating a
only
chocolate
drink-
cake and sucking
No.
on suckers and shit all day.
It's pop. It's only pop.
It's only pop.
I don't know.
I guess meth does make you kind
all-
of thirsty.
My only
wow.
point of reference is
Intervention.
So
If I was gonna do meth and like have to drink something, it wouldn't be Mountain Dew. It'd be
What
what
like
would your meth drink of
it'd
choice
be like
be?
lemonade or something.
Well,
or
it's still got a lot
like
of sugar. in it,
over
too.
sugared
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
I'd have
Leo
milk.
knows what I'm talking about.
Glass of milk.
Definitely.
Uh,
It's just Kool-Aid. It's not even called over sugar.
yeah, it's just that's how you make Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah, of course.
Kool-Aid's
we need
at
to-
least half sugar.
We need to have like Leo like break down, do like a cooking video, like how to make Kool-Aid.
I haven't made it
Down.
in like probably like 15 years.
It's like riding a bike,
Like,
dude.
I
It's in your
probably-
DNA.
yeah,
You don't
I
know how
get
to
the
forget
Do you
shit
make
that
it where
shit.
it's like
Jesus,
gritty
man.
when you drink it?
Nah, I don't want it gritty.
Oh,
Hell
fuck
no.
that.
And it has to be tap water too. It can't be like bottled water and no shit like
Well, I
that.
don't know. I haven't made it since the new.
I bet it would be good
the,
with
the
bottled
new
water.
Leo.
You think
with
so?
like a
the water guy.
When
I don't know.
when I
like
make Kool-Aid, I make it with filtered water.
Brita
Brita.
filter.
Fuck that. You make it with the
It
water.
is like tradition. You
tap
gotta
out of the
put
hose.
the thing in the sink and just
Yeah, just fill it up,
Yeah,
man.
fill it
Make
up.
sure
It's
it's the
got to be
coldest water.
lukewarm because you got to put it in the fridge and let it cool. and
you,
get
you,
cool
you
off a
gotta
little bit.
you gotta do hot water because it dissolves the sugar quicker,
That's how I
and
make
then
tea.
you put it in the fridge and let it get cold. You can't drink it straight up. Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit
But I
be
want
so
my
good.
Kool-Aid
You
right
really-
now.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. You
Yeah.
Why make
instantly.
it? Like,
That's
You
the-
can do it cold.
What's the
but you
point of
gotta-
making Kool-Aid if you're not gonna drink it right now?
You can do it cold, but then you got to stir the fuck out of it.
That's the
If you
secret
use-
to making a good sweet tea is to
Do it hot.
before you put the sugar in, mix hot water in and make it
Yeah.
a syrup.
What I do is I pour the Kool-Aid powder in, then the sugar, then you mix that up, then you pour the water.
yeah,
in.
that's what I do too.
Yeah, that tastes amazing. You ain't
Yeah,
gotta
but
like
still
worry
gotta-
about
you
all.
still
the-
got to dissolve all that.
No, I
shit,
do
though.
because if you like, if your sink is like hard and
Mhm.
fast enough, it'll mix it up for you, man.
I mean, I guess I don't know.
Anyway, what I do is while it's filling up, I stir it.
We're gonna
like-
have Kool-Aid
Yeah, you
off
do
for
that.
the
Yeah, man.
300
I know.
episode.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Let's hit, like, you guys all make your Kool-Aid and I'll taste test it.
Okay,
Kool-Aid taste test.
that'll work.
Put on the blind.
I call grape
code and
Kool-Aid.
shit, like-
No, if we do the Kool-Aid cook-off, then we got to have a meth head in here to tell us
Yes.
what they prefer.
You need to buy something else off of your whatever you buy things off of and go to Price Hill and get one for
Yeah, be
us.
like, hey man, I got a couple
Yeah.
shards of meth at my house. You wanna come over? Be like, hey man,
Actually,
I'll
that
run
would be
over
funny
there.
for
I'll
the
meet you in
300
5 minutes.
For the 300th episode, reunite Jerry and that like that lady that he went to go buy that game off.
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
it's like a reunion.
She
It'll be
wouldn't
a
make
Jerry-
it, man. She'd be passed out.
Jerry, this is your life. Just bring all the people from the
These are your purchasers.
purchasees.
Or purchasees, yeah.
Guitar Hero meth head, man.
Phew. Man.
killing. out
I
there.
bet they'd be awesome at Guitar Hero too. They're
Those
all
people
methed
that
out.
Probably
always
would, yeah.
win those little dance games at the
Yeah,
store.
Dance Dance
DDR.
Revolution.
They probably on meth too.
Oh my god. Do you remember the DDR kids that would always be at GameWorks?
Yeah.
Like, they would just like sit there. and
DDR.
Dance
Dance
Revolution.
Dance
Oh,
Dance
duh.
Revolution.
I never could get it. I mean, this is a funny thing.
You're not
Sorry.
dancing though. You're stomping on a pad.
Exactly.
Yeah, you bunch of nerds.
I think I think black people have too much rhythm to
Yeah.
do it, because every time I see like a black person try to do it, including myself, it just feels so like
it's
Weird.
robotic.
wrong. You know, it's like wait, like no, like
Playing a video game with your feet. It's
let
not
me
dancing.
hit the fucking move.
It's like
you know?
Power Pad
Yeah,
from
watch
Nintendo.
me, motherfucker. Like,
There's no style involved.
yeah,
It's all
too much leg movement.
Yeah.
You know,
You can do the
not
stanky
not
leg.
enough hip or
Yeah, you need more more
jive,
swaying
like, yeah, no.
involved. You know,
It's always I couldn't
No
do it.
rhythm.
I was like, this is kind of dumb.
man, I be seeing like 13-year-old fucking geeks with
Yeah.
Yeah.
killing it.
Oh, some
Yeah.
fat kid
Killing it.
like,
Yeah.
Always the kids that were really into Dragon Ball Z were also
Yeah, like,
really
if
into
you
DDR.
motherfuckers-
and they all want to fuck Asian girls.
Yep.
Definitely.
Who doesn't though?
Speaking of Asian
Yeah,
girls,
Asian girls want to fuck them too. Like
can
at a
we
high
talk
rate.
about a documentary?
So at a high rate.
Yeah, for real. They don't like swag out black dudes as much and shit. Like,
like the
Yeah, they
nerds?
just like
from what I noticed.
Because they'd cry even more if they,
Yeah, that weird me out too about the.
they're always
porn.
crying.
yeah, it's kind of it's very.
You know, please no.
Hey, do we have
Anal Phil Nelson.
No, I say, do we have the anal full Nelson sound?
Yeah, we need to
clip?
put the anal.
That's a
the anal Phil
perfect
Nelson's
representation.
perfect.
Hang on.
Probably be under E fucked.
Oh shit. That's
You
what
we
it
ever
See,
seen
you
Anal
haven't-
Phil Nelson video?
No, I haven't.
Oh man,
I think
it's so
Actually,
funny.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Is it
I
under
have.
intro?
Because when he
Interesting
busts it
E-fuck.
out, he's like, "What do you think about this?" And she's like, I don't like the
What is
Anal
it?
Phil Nelson.
E fucked.
Yeah, be under the first tab, I think.
It's
Say
funny.
anal
man.
full Nelson. I don't have it loaded up there.
I don't think
That's
so. dog.
lame.
Slacking.
Oh well. That's my
I'll find
fault.
it in like 3 minutes.
Yeah. It
Can't-
happens.
You didn't put it on there, did you?
It's not on there.
I just kidding.
It's not?
It's cool.
I don't think.
As
I
a duck
mean,
down.
you're
If
welcome
it's
to
not,
look,
it's no
dog.
big deal. I don't remember playing it last week, so I
time
don't
is
think it's
passed
on
now.
there.
That's on
No.
his
It's not on
that's
there.
on his personal
Yeah.
file.
Yeah.
Mm.
Keep that Jerry's private spank bank.
Anal.
Yeah.
full nails.
I'll send the link out to you guys later. You want to see a full Nelson video? What else we got on headlines, Britt? Is that it?
That was it for. We do have one bit of local news. August 2nd, our commander in chief will be in town.
Oh shit! August 2nd.
August
this week.
2nd. So
Now hold on here. Hold on. You said our commander in chief. You're not one of those "not my president" type of bitches, are you?
I am a constitutionalist, and so the Constitution says he's my president.
Okay, just
so-
making sure. Just making sure. Oh, you know what? Hold on here.
Oh, God.
What is this?
All right, let's talk some Trump. What's
Oh
up?
my God.
When's he gonna be in town, Brittany lady?
2nd of August.
August 2nd. Where's he gonna be at?
U.S. Bank Arena. This
Ooh,
is
the US
my,
Bank.
Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my
Thursday.
beef with it. fucking idiot people are like, boycott U.S. Bank, like the actual bank. It's like they have nothing to do with
Yeah, their name's just on the building.
Their name's
Yeah.
just on the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pay the fee
FYI.
to,
Yeah.
which
Sponsor
I'm
it.
sure is very expensive to rent out U.S. Bank.
That's just fake news.
It's like this. Can we name?
It's actually a very huge building.
This is Maggie J.
Magha J.
Magha J.
Maggie J.
Yeah. Oh look, I threw on the Trump hat and fucking Bob Saget jumps on there.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's up, Josh? How you doing, man?
Yeah. It's funny. Josh commented first when we
really?
first started. Yeah, so now he's on there.
Switched accounts, man.
To throw you off.
That's what he did. Oh man.
So yeah, that was really it. Like, just basically avoid that area, because last time he was in town,
He shut every street down.
I was in traffic for 3 hours.
I mean, y'all know
so-
he about to like be the president again, right?
Oh, of course.
Like,
indefinitely, probably for the rest of his lifetime.
nah.
Yeah,
Really?
for the rest of our lives.
You-
He's gonna find a way to like.
He's going to find a way to say that this Mueller investigation somehow negated his first 2 years, and that he should somehow like extend
Get an
it.
extension.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I kind of like that.
No, it's tilted to the side. I love it tilted to the side.
I think that'd be great.
You about to get
So-
hired and shit
Yeah.
for the campaign. That's a great idea.
Didn't that Huckabee chick resign or whatever?
That's what
I'm,
they say.
I'm about to
Be,
take
your,
her
be
job.
the next press. That's what you can do.
That'd
we
be
can start
great.
a campaign for you
Come
to be
out
the
trolling and
next.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Press
what it
sec-
feel like. No, that one lady that be speaking for him, she be going to like all the news. She
Sanders or whatever?
No.
Kellyanne
Conway.
Conway.
She
Yeah.
like real old looking.
She looks like
Even
female
though she's kind of
Beavis.
young but old looking.
No, she
Female
looks like
Beavis.
She does, man.
she looks like a succubus, like just like some old ancient like.
She actually kind of looks like a meth head, to be honest.
Yeah.
She do.
Let's book her and we'll have her taste our
Yeah.
KoolAid.
You know what? She looks like Tracy from Love After Lockup.
She kind of does.
She delusional as fuck.
I like that her husband like actively trolls her like
I didn't
on
even
Twitter.
know
Like
that.
her husband like hates Trump.
I've
Really?
heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's pretty. Yeah, it's
That's
wild
amazing.
times. Yeah.
How are they?
Huh?
I bet that sex must be
It's
incredible.
wild.
He probably grabs her right by the pussy.
Yeah.
You see like her ass?
I'm sorry, I thought it was great. That was good. What else we got in local news? Anything else local happen?
Local?
They caught a bank robber off Mount Zion Road the other day.
Did they?
Did they?
Yeah, you guys didn't hear about that?
What did they rob?
They robbed banks,
Which ones? Like,
U.S. banks.
Really?
Surprisingly enough,
Yeah.
right?
It's the Democrat.
They were pissed that
bank
Trump,
robber
like, yeah, he was a
ring.
liberal bank
Yeah.
robber. Pissed that U.S. Bank was gonna have.
But
Trump.
I-
They didn't,
he
they
was-
didn't
he
have a
was,
gun because
He was from Michigan apparently. He's robbed like several banks in this like region or whatever, and they just happened to catch him off Mount Zion exit right down the road here. There's like I
Wow.
guess he wrecked or something or flipped his car and they caught him. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
There's a lot of shit going down in northern Kentucky lately.
I know, man. Independence was becoming the ghetto, man. We need to make Independence great again. It's terrible, man.
you should run
getting
for
bad.
mayor.
It's horrible, man.
Does Independence have a mayor?
We had
Yeah,
we had a guy that used
we
to run
had,
for the mayor
uh,
on our show once.
Joe Ulloa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ulloa.
he ran for mayor of Independence and then he lost.
You should.
good
you should
dude,
run
though.
for mayor. That should be.
I thought about it,
Yeah.
but I don't know. They'd be trying to dig up dirt on me and shit all the time. It'd be horrible.
We got a lot.
It is. It is.
Yeah, you just
the,
have to play one episode.
Yeah, I was
of
gonna
the
say
show.
one episode of the show. Yep.
Also, but who cares? Look, I mean, that's the beauty of Trump. Anybody can like that kind of shit doesn't matter.
See, now Brittany's starting to make a lot of sense here.
I told you.
Yeah.
man.
You want to wear the hat, Britt?
Yeah.
You want to wear the hat and feel the
Yeah.
power a little bit?
Feel the
You
power.
don't need to have this in her spirit.
It's my soul. As
I gotta lose that shit. Oh,
ugh,
Like now we're getting characters on the show. Like
yeah.
Maggie J.
Maggie Jerry's my favorite.
Maggie J. Yeah, he should come around more often though.
Magga
Maggie
J.
J.
Maggie Jerry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait till the
What, the
you know,
election kicks
yeah,
up?
It's gonna
Yeah.
get real steamy.
We can do that. We
Jerry would do a whole
Right, right.
show of MAGA Jerry with Bruce on the show just to get him all hyped
Oh
up.
God!
We're
When
gonna
Bruce
find
was
out-
on the show, I'd wear the hat just to
The whole
piss him off.
time,
It was
yeah.
so
Found out he
good.
already got a secret podcast and shit.
Secret?
I could.
He
You
just
never
dedicated
know,
only to
man.
Trump
I'm
talk.
here all the time by myself. You know, it could happen.
With
That's
Maggie
how you're
J.
gonna. That's how you make your millions. That could
You're right.
be
Yeah,
monetized.
that's true.
He on the dark web and shit.
Yeah. Leader of the alt right.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm doing a MAGA show, it's gonna be the white web because we don't do the dark web.
The white web.
World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. If you throwing up that symbol, what's the symbol they got? Isn't it like that?
The okay.
It's okay,
Like
like,
that,
like.
I'm like, hold
That's
on.
that's not a real thing though. I thought they debunked that.
No, it is a real thing though.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's starting to be now. Like, oh, did you see that the
hold on. I don't buy that. Like, I'm guessing white supremacists. Is that who's throwing these signs up? Allegedly, I don't buy white supremacists are throwing up gang signs.
It's not a gang sign.
Well,
it's a
not
symbol.
yes.
But it's a gang sign.
But at the
Let's
same
break
time,
it down.
but
It's a gang sign.
but
It's a
hold
dog
on.
whistle.
Why don't they throw up gang signs though? Like they ritualistic, very like
I don't
most of
know.
these people being like fraternities and secret orders. A lot of that shit be
Do I-
having stuff to do with like certain handshakes.
Do I gotta
and
put the
like-
hat back
This,
on
that,
to
and the
explain
third.
this?
Like, what is it? The skull and bones.
skull and bones and all
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that's,
Yeah, they make you
that's
jerk
cool.
off in a coffin.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Skull and bones?
Yeah.
Should I do that on Tuesdays, man? Hey,
Done.
You do got
Yeah.
a coffin over there.
I do.
Yeah.
And an autopsy
And an
table.
autopsy table.
Yeah, but what?
So I don't.
You've never seen my autopsy
No.
table? Yeah, I'll have to show it to you. And I got a coffin in my garage.
It used to be our desk
real
that we used
coffin?
for the show.
Mhm.
The autopsy
Like a
table used to be.
casket or like just a box that looks
Like a real metal coffin that you bury people in.
What do you do with it?
Jerk off in
Jerk off
it.
and do it on Tuesdays?
Yeah. Yeah. It really just sits in my garage.
It's
It's
what?
like
It's
dust.
Wednesdays. It's actually his White
Jerk
Wednesday.
off
Yeah.
Wednesday. White Wednesday.
It's Whack It Wednesday.
Whack it.
Whack it White Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's white's only whack off day. Only the whites whack off today. Sorry.
White whacking. But I don't think everybody that throw up the symbol necessarily like with the shit.
See, I do it to fuck with people.
Yeah.
I do it to fuck with people because they're like, oh god damn it, because of the whole
But I have
the
seen
waist
way
thing.
too many pictures of too many prominent people around
Too
the
many
world
prominent,
that's
like-
throwing it up. Like,
But see
covertly
that
and shit, like-
that's the thing. Like it's a game.
well,
you
regardless
know?
of what you call it.
You
it's
never
not a
played that
it's-
game in
it's-
high school where you did this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's what I'm saying is that hand gesture isn't something that
It
just
means
happens.
something.
Yeah, it isn't something that just happened. Now, I mean, different thing to different people. Some basketball
know.
players throw it up like the 3-pointer. Some
Yeah.
do this blood.
Goggles.
It's blood to gang members, but to them, I've seen this shit. Your hand don't end up down here to the side and in certain places
it's like,
shit for no reason.
If it was
It's to get people to look at it, though.
But why,
That's the thing.
though?
Because that's the game.
It was a hidden thing.
Are
at
you
first.
saying it's like
Yeah.
the game, like, oh, if you look, you lose kind of game?
If you
Yeah.
look, you get hit.
You gotta get hit.
No,
Yes, but that's not
the
why they're
game
doing it.
doing.
That's
No.
the game.
That's the game I do.
No, that's when
Yeah.
you put it.
You have to,
by
has to be
your
below
dick
your
and
waist.
shit.
Yeah,
No,
you can
but,
do it by your dick. Anything below the waist.
But they're
This is well documented
Yeah.
as a, like, it is. If the people who were doing it were, like, just all, like, from across the spectrum, it's specifically only people associated with, like, alt-right white supremacist
Exactly.
bullshit.
I'm
Because
gonna
as
find
you-
photos. I'm gonna find some
Fine.
photo evidence of some
Please.
black dudes doing this.
I just told you.
Yeah.
I just told you. It's mean different thing to different people. Some basketball
Yeah.
players do it when they hit a 3-pointer. When you gangbang in the hood and shit, it mean like
Means
blood
that-
to some
yeah.
people. So just because it's one thing to someone else doesn't mean it's not
Well, they're-
something else different to the other folks. If all the alt-right, once again, what if I was sitting here saying like, oh, it's not blood. I can find some pictures of some white people throwing it up.
Right.
But it's real blood organization that
Yeah.
you can prove actually exists. And if it's a uniform thing, that's why she said it's
Right.
only alt-right people with the same agenda.
It's not,
that's
it's
doing
not
it.
like it's some like fucking like random like hippie dude doing it too, like playing a game with his friends. Like it's specifically only these people. So
it means something.
it means something.
And if it don't mean
Man.
something to you, if it don't mean anything like that, then why are these rich, famous, powerful, intelligent people doing that shit?
Yeah, because
Why?
it's not
Because
just
they're
like,
in on the game.
What?
Man.
Why would they be playing games like that?
Yeah, the game of
I don't know.
racism.
Like, I get it. It don't need to happen. I do think it's a
Yeah.
game in a way. Like I think it's
Yeah.
a game more or less. Like they're getting off on it. But
and
at
that
the
they're
same
saying,
time,
"Oh, I'm communicating
Yes.
with all of my people throughout."
like we bold enough to do
because-
this shit in their face, and they don't
because
notice
it's not
or can't do
it's
anything
not like,
about
oh,
it.
they're just like hanging out in their backyard doing it. It's like they're meeting powerful ass people, like in photos with Mitch McConnell or whatever.
Said midget.
Like, well, he's
Midget.
a mental midget.
It's almost like having like a rock star sign your tits. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like a rite of passage. It's like it feels great to be able to
It's like,
do
look-
this and have
look,
this
we're up-
experience
we're
at
up this
this
high.
time. Yeah.
You had someone sign your tits?
No, it's just
No.
reaching for shit. You know, it's just an exciting thing to certain people. Like it don't mean major thing to most people because they think, oh, it's just a, you know.
That's why it's called a dog whistle. Only certain people can hear it.
But you know,
That's what you meant by dog whistle.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's a
are you
thing-
like putting your hand in your mouth
It's
and
a
like
thing
blow
because,
up
like,
the dog?
because up until like
Like,
this
how do you
year,
whistle like that?
up until like this year, you weren't allowed to just say overtly racist things. So you would say like coded language to like say like, well, what I'm really saying is actually racist as fuck, but like I'm not using the N-word. Like that's a dog whistle.
The N-word, what's that?
Nerd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the people. I remember like a few years ago, people was trying to act like racism didn't exist anymore. Like, come on, man. Get the fuck out.
Because when Obama was president, it was post-racial.
Yeah, right.
For the record, I did vote for Obama. He
That's
was the
that's
first
the
president I
post-racial
was
cowbell.
eligible to vote for. I voted for Obama.
Both times.
Yeah.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
And voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Yeah, and then I turned around and voted for Trump.
That is a very high demographic of white people.
They voted for Obama and Trump.
Mhm.
Which doesn't make
That's
much
why.
sense to me. I don't get it.
Have I not?
Swing.
Have I not told you guys why I voted for Trump?
Well,
Have we never had this conversation?
The troll people.
yeah, you told me at the other time, but you can tell
Yeah.
them. They
I voted for Trump because everybody's panties gotten a huge like bunch about it, and I was just like, I would love to see 4 years of people just bitching about this guy. That's the only reason I really did it.
I don't really believe that completely. You gonna stake your whole.
I'm gonna throw the hat on,
You
do
gonna
the
stake your
symbol.
whole
Yeah.
vote on
You're
the,
gonna walk
on the joke.
Yeah.
You know, it's the way I look at it. Every president that has ever been voted in since I've been alive has in no way, shape, or form really affected my life directly. Yeah, they might have, changed taxes or this, and I might have to do that. But no president has ever like really personally affected me. And I don't think really.
You really believe that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe
mean,
not you,
look,
but you can't act like that presidents since you've been alive haven't affected other lives in America that you can see
Now-
daily, or maybe not daily, but over time.
I will say I'm sure that presidents have affected certain people's lives. Definitely. But me personally, I mean, I don't. If
That
I,
you
if
know
I,
about,
If I have
you're
been
conscious
affected.
of.
Yeah, that I'm conscious of.
Do you still feel that way now?
Yeah, I mean,
But how? Look how Trump alone being elected has just changed and opened up the world of
It's
like
changed the
bold
narrative of
racism. We
everything.
rewind. We back in 1964, like for
But
real. Just that quick.
Yeah.
Just that quick. We
Well,
was just
I mean,
in,
it just
we was
ripped-
just
it ripped
damn
the
near. We was
Band-Aid
just
off.
down the street from the Garden of Eden, like fucking with Barack Obama and shit. And somehow we got like in a time loop and
See-
woke up in 1964 again.
it's like
The-
goddamn Infinity Stones.
I don't.
The snap.
what I think the Trump presidency has done to like a lot of people like me who were like up to their tits in politics has like really just made me so disillusioned and like ripped off any facade of goodness that even Clinton and Obama did. Like they're all just different flavors of the same oligarchic bullshit. And you look at, people talk about kids in cages, but Obama was doing the same thing. He was doing the same fucking thing. It was just on a lesser scale, but he opened that like crack in the floodgates.
Hold on, I'm
and
gonna get
now
the
it's
hat
just-
for Britt. Hold on.
It's coming.
He did.
Yeah.
No, but like I'm saying it's like it. Like my belief in the system has been like completely shattered in this.
Let the
like,
hate flow through
it just I'm just so like I just think it's all a bunch of it's bread and circuses at this point.
Can we at least agree on this? Everybody thinks that the president runs the fucking United States. It's not the president. It's
I
Yeah.
The
agree,
Illuminati.
but
It's
I
down
agree.
ballot,
I
sure,
agree,
but-
but I disagree at the same time. Like I agree for the most part. Like
Well-
the major agendas is not only pushed by the president, but the president do got a
There's a
certain
s-
level of influence. Like the perception, like the American people, like so weak and brainwashed and shit that we
It drives the
change
narrative.
based on
Yeah.
the perception of whoever in power. Like just look how drastically we go from Clinton to Bush to Obama to Trump. Like how the fuck are we able to allow our minds to be just tug of war like that so easily?
Well,
Yeah.
It just go to show we just
It's
followers.
the fluoride in the
Up-
water.
Up until Bush 2, I would say, the president, they're just like the figurehead kind of guy. But after the massive executive powers that were given to the presidential office after 9/11, it's
See,
there's not a check and balance
See,
anymore.
I disagree. Like Well, I mean,
It's not a matter of
Well-
disagreeing though. Like it did. Like
well-
they really did increase executive
man,
power.
damn, we all like super serious and shit all the time. But to me, it
It's-
don't really.
It's good to be
Like,
super
to
serious.
To
every
me,
now and
like
again.
executive power and all that shit is just bullshit. It's just an illusion. To me, it's just
No, there's an executive order that didn't exist
No,
prior.
what I'm saying is it's just an excuse. Because at the end of the day, throughout American history, anytime they wanted to do anything like the government, they'll do it, no matter
Right.
what.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like, okay, now we have a legal excuse for it now, so we can be
Yeah.
in the open with the shit.
Yeah,
But that don't
exactly.
really
Yeah.
stop it from
Yeah.
ever being something that was done. So from
Look
a
at
from a
Area
mi-
51.
so from a
Oh.
yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
But from a minority perspective, like you got the FBI and shit, for example.
And that's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. That's what
they
I'm
were,
saying.
Like targeting black people when J. Edgar Hoover was running the shit, and this was under all those presidents.
Yeah.
And they was allowing it to happen.
Right.
So I get that not the figurehead is always the one that influenced the country, but then when you have like Ronald Reagan. And then George Bush
Yeah.
won, how they was like Iran-Contra and letting
Yeah.
the drugs come into the inner cities and all that. To me, that's when it really started to get bad, and that was before
Because they were
George
yeah.
Bush too, and Clinton coming up with his fucked up laws with Hillary Clinton and
Oh,
all
for
this
sure.
shit. They've been fucking
sure.
us
Jeffrey
over,
Epstein's
like, every-
plane.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it started then. I'm saying it was just accelerated then because you have it. You have all of these powers like given under
I
consolidated.
talk about
under
because
one
of the Patriot
branch.
Act and stuff like
Because
that.
the Patriot Act, but there's also like an executive orders like initiative
Mm-hmm.
that was passed that basically made executive orders.
I mean, they always had the
much more
power.
weighted.
They just didn't always like just do it. They didn't always have the boldness to just, all right, fuck it, I'm the president. I'm gonna veto this or veto that.
But there were certain checks that
Yeah.
had to be in place in Congress
Mm-hmm.
prior to.
Yeah, for the most part.
Right. So Area
But
51.
I think the real devious shit though don't even see the light of day. The shit,
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
You got like camps
Yeah.
and shit,
well-
like hidden camps
Oh,
where
yeah.
contractors
So-
run that shit, and that's been going on
Have
yeah.
you
before
like,
9/11.
the president's just the face that everybody sees
Yeah.
and can fucking hate on, but it's really the deep down
Yeah.
secret
Deep
motherfucking
state.
shit you don't know. The deep state shit
Have you?
Yeah,
that
You're
runs
hip-
it.
that's true.
You're hip to
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the
And this
friggin'
brings us-
frogs gay.
to conspiracy corner. But you're hip to MKUltra, like
Yeah,
that whole
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah,
Only
you're hip
reason,
to,
the only fucking reason we know about MKUltra is because after Nixon was indicted, they just started shredding shit, like all this stuff, and a box of documents was misplaced. That's the only reason we know. What the fuck else was shredded?
You
like,
heard of Suresh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
just leave it at that.
Is that anything like the Daesh?
No, no, he the guy who
It's-
would kill Robert F. Kennedy, and he's
Yeah.
one of the people that they highly suspect that was under MK.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
brainwashed. He
Yeah.
doesn't remember anything. He was
And,
triggered.
yeah, if you ever just look into that whole
Yeah.
story, it is trippy.
Did you know that the CIA and the Air Force were founded 3 weeks after Area 51?
Really?
I did not know that.
Coincidence? I think not.
So when are they?
Oh yeah, this
It's,
is
it's a long one,
It
yeah.
just keeps
Yeah.
going.
So when are they supposed to go?
September 20th.
That's kind of far away, man. They need to.
You may have to hit the stop button.
I just
man.
it's done.
They need to like change the date. We need a.
Now,
need to, like,
now
fuck
they're
it
like,
up.
oh, it's going to be an arts and music festival to raise awareness.
I thought
Oh,
that
it's
flyer
was-
devastating.
Really?
What?
The two guys that like brought it up on Joe Rogan said that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's
It's probably the same people that put together Firefest, and it's under a different. It's under a different name now.
Hey, that's a good.
Goes up. Ha ha. Motherfuckers. Guess what? Ha ha.
What would I
He's
do?
blowing dicks for water
Yeah, you want some
now.
more? Yeah, you want some more shitty ass sandwiches?
Hold on, was that Alex Jones or
Howard Dean.
Howard
Yeah,
Dean.
that's Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to run again. Just because.
Redemption of Howard Dean.
Yeah.
I used to be into politics real heavy back then. I never watch any of that shit anymore.
I'm just not into politics.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
getting
that's-
like.
yeah.
No, it's all.
I think now
it's an
like the
illusion.
curtain has really been removed,
Yeah.
and it's like all
No,
right.
and I don't and I
Yeah.
don't say this flippantly at all, but like I'll wrap up my serious talk about it. But like, I really do feel like, oh, okay, like this. As ignorant as this sounds, it's like, oh, this is how minorities have felt for all. Like they like. Whatever they're like, they saw like I feel like y'all saw this
Yeah.
way before.
I'm not even really mad at Trump for real because
No.
like he just being the same dude he always have been.
Yeah,
I just never thought like honestly that like the American public would be bold enough to like let it be
It
known.
was a direct
Like,
reaction
really? Like,
to Obama.
I thought, like, you know, we was classing it up and shit. You know, we gotta hide.
It
the
wasn't cool to be
secrets.
racist for
But,
a
you
long
know,
time, and now it's like
Partly, I'm not even mad at some people
Nostalgic.
for being like honest about who they are, because I think you can be racist and still be respectful. In my opinion, like, you know,
yeah.
just because you hate me for whatever reason, don't mean you have to be disrespectful towards me. You don't gotta want to live around me or be around me or none of that. But you know, let's just
It's
still
definitely made it more blatant.
agree
in
to
my
disagree
opinion.
and keep it moving type of thing.
Yeah, but
But it's a lot of pent up like anger and shit. You know, like we was talking about. I think I mentioned it the last time. A lot of white folks feel victimized by, you know, hearing all the racism talk. So it's like, man, fuck that, man. Let me get my shit off for a minute. You know, let me express how I really feel, so I can understand that a little bit. But at the same time, you know, just do it at a comedy show or something. You know,
Yeah.
we all laugh.
make it funny.
Put a-
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Put a spin on it, man.
Yeah, like Louis C.K.
You can't even do that anymore, though.
Nah, you can, man. I think like I black people especially aren't really offended by comic. You can't be like the dude from Seinfeld shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of the bit.
Right. But any other time, I see the white comics joke about race. Even when they say like nigger and shit, or even say some shit that's offensive, if you witty and clever, like
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck. Get your shit off, because we think about race all the time too. So what make you think we don't think about funny jokes about other people and even ourselves?
Yeah.
Say it, shit. I want to hear it actually.
Is it true white people smell like wet dogs in the rain?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I have, you know, been around some white folks that had a similar smell to that though. But that's only because they have dogs and shit.
Yeah,
too. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
on
So
their
it's not
clothes.
just like you just smell like it thing. And a lot of times you smell sometimes based on like what you eat.
That's
You know, like,
So if you eat dog.
Or like
no,
your
I didn't
house
mean
smells.
that like that. Like, like if you eat curry a lot.
There's
you
a
know,
lot of
you-
Chinese
yeah.
motherfuckers
Yeah.
running around here stinking.
Or even like
Like
people
wet
homes,
dogs.
like what
Yeah.
you cook a lot, it stick to your
Mhm.
walls. Like, and I had Mexican friends, I would go to their mom house and shit, and it just smelled like hella like tortillas and shit. And I don't know racist
that'd
shit.
be
It just
good.
was like the primary dishes that she made over the years, and you really get the aroma.
I think the wet dog thing comes from a lot of people, like a lot of white people, at least that I know, like fry food in their house, like a deep fryer, and that just like stays on your clothes and like hair and stuff.
For the record,
And
I
it
don't own
just
a deep
smells.
fryer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've never owned a deep fryer.
I just
think
had-
that. I
I-
thought deep frying was like a black thing. You know, we
I had
deep fry some
friends who
shit
would
out,
like
some
do
shit.
that, and it was
Whoa.
like that's. I didn't like going to their house because I thought it smelled weird.
Yeah,
I
like a
hate
lot
the
of-
smell of houses that have deep fryers, man.
I just hate the
Yeah.
smell of other people's houses that aren't mine.
Like deep fried fish. Oh my god, that shit be potent.
Oh man.
Like 3 days. Like goodness.
I cook fish outside. If I eat fish, I'm cooking it like on a grill or something, man.
I used to work at Red Lobster, and we had like grouper. You ever smell grouper? That shit stinks so bad. Oh my god, it smells spoiled when it's fresh.
Didn't you work
Did we
in that?
talk about this? I
Yeah, a
worked.
little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
The sludge on the Red Lobster floor is the grossest thing.
Sludge?
Like back by the like by the bus
She got the exact
station.
location.
There
like,
would be like
"Dang
just a sludge of like smashed up like
Garlic butter
like
and fish.
rolls
And,
and fish and crab leg droppings. Ugh.
I don't like crab legs. Do y'all?
Oh, I love
What's
I
up?
do.
Yeah.
They're just so hard. Like for the amount of work you got to do, it's really like
I'll
the
be
payoff's
wondering, like
not-
all that seasoning and flavoring and shit people put on the outside. Like, do it really seep in the inside?
Nah, I don't
You
think
can
I've
so.
taste
never
it?
had
I've never had
seasoned
the
crab
seasoned
legs.
crab legs either,
Never
yeah.
seen it? That must be a
I've
black
I've
thing.
seen it.
Yeah, I see it
Like
all
base
the time.
seasoning and stuff is done like
All the
See them like throw it in like a
like
big
s-
boiling pot with all kinds of
Yeah.
shit
Yeah,
in
it'd
it.
be some
Yeah.
crazy amount
like
of weird
soft shell.
shit.
Like that's like Creole cooking.
I always
It's
thought like a crawfish
Yeah.
boil
Yeah.
looked
That's-
good.
yeah.
I always thought that looked delicious. I've never had one or tried
where they
it.
like just like
Yeah.
throw it all on the table.
Yeah, I'm
and
like,
just,
that kind of looks good. Like, I
It's
kind of want to try
delicious.
Well, I can
that.
understand for crawfish because it doesn't always have like that hard shell on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
when
and
you're
like
about to eat
New
it.
England soft shell crabs like don't have that either.
Yeah, but when I be
So.
seeing it just like regular
Yeah.
king crab and regular Alaskan crab,
Like
I don't
snow
know, whatever
crab?
the fuck it's called, because I don't eat it. But
Mhm.
I guess it's just a presentation thing for some of the folks. Because I
Yeah.
figured like, how was the flavoring even making it inside of
Yeah.
the crab leg?
Yeah, most time it just tastes like butter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
That
love
should be
crab
looking
legs.
like death to me. Like
What
all
does?
that butter, just the butter dipping. Like God
See,
damn.
you have to salt it a little
Easy
and then
there,
mix
Paula
it up.
Dean.
You have to salt it and mix it up.
It's going to be like garlic butter, man.
delicious.
Yeah.
I guess I'm missing out.
I can do it like I can crack them really fast like a sea otter.
And people be like, oh shit, like, whoa.
It's really
wrap mine
expensive
in
too.
a
For,
napkin
it's
and do
really
it.
They're like
expensive
16
too
pound,
for
like,
what it
per
is. It's like I'm
pound.
doing all this work and I got to pay you fucking $30 for this. Like,
They should like take it out for you.
Yeah.
And shit. That
Here you
would be
go.
nice.
You know, it's easier.
I don't know, I
Use
like it.
scissors just to write
Snip it
down.
right
Just
up.
Nope.
dead
No,
serious, man.
You have to like de-articulate each leg,
Yeah.
like from like the tip to the.
If you roll it in a napkin and kind of roll it in your hand like this, it'll
Yeah, oh,
it works
y'all
really
Y'all
good.
didn't see the fat chick that's on the internet?
Or if she like eats shit,
Yeah.
and, the
So
sounds.
I think she basically just trying to advertise like dick sucking like sounds.
Is
and
it? Is
shit.
that the video that's going around of that chick eating something?
Eating
Looks like a
pickles?
huge dick.
I don't know. It's a lot of videos going around. With
Yeah,
Eats pickles and
sucking on
stuff, don't you?
cucumbers and shit. So it might not be that. But this one is like this. It's a fat chick and she just got hella like butter and shit. And she just eating like the crab legs and making like a lot of juicy mouth sound.
Like the what's that where they whisper the M?
ASMR.
Yeah.
ASM.
And you know, dudes are creeps. So
Oh yeah.
you know, eventually.
Yeah, they buy bathwater like we were talking about a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
How's that going, by the way?
I think she's. I feel like I read she sold out.
Damn.
Well, she probably did. Didn't they try to like ban her or something on Twitch?
Yeah,
Or-
because it was
or
something
no,
to do
no,
like
no.
you can't sell.
They didn't ban her, but they started
Ban
like
the sale of.
well, not even that. They were banning like the people that were going on there and like bashing her and stuff.
Oh, pff.
They were like, "Oh, she can do whatever she wants," you know. I
You
don't
know what's next?
What?
Oh, damn it! She's gonna sell. It's a toilet flushing sound effect. It's not.
Sound
the
effects?
fuck?
Flatlining. The show's
There you
flatlining.
go. All right, sorry.
What this smell like?
What's that smell like?
We did have a celebrity death this week,
we
right?
We had
yeah.
a couple.
We had a
How
couple.
many fucks do I give?
Yeah.
Do I give?
Yeah.
None. Not one. 0. 0. 0. Die.
Damn, where'd you get that from?
I like that. I really do.
Yeah.
That fits perfectly. That's like right up my alley.
It's kind of on the nose.
Yeah.
We have 3. We have Rutger.
No, you're gonna
Rutger
fuck this
Hauer.
up. It's gonna be great. What's his name?
Rutger Hauer?
That was
That's
good.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
spoke German, bitch.
Rutger Hauer.
Hauer.
You speak German?
Oh, you.
Yeah.
You want to wear the
Jawohl.
hat?
Nein.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer.
I know.
She probably got a secret tattoo. and shit.
Yeah.
She probably does.
Good
man.
tat.
I'm gonna start.
I do have secret tattoos.
She got,
secret
like,
tattoos.
She got the
white
MAGA,
tattoos.
just all in each letter is in a
What is
different
that?
spot.
She's got
Yeah,
number
oh, you have
88
white
tattooed on
Yeah,
her.
White
those
tattoos.
white ink tattoos.
Oh, how come they're not black ink? You don't want your precious white skin
Yeah.
to look black?
Of course.
What's
not.
up?
You have white ink tattoos?
I do.
Do you?
Because I was too chicken.
Oh,
What
I do see
what
it.
do they
Wow.
say?
They are my. This says Freudiger and this says Neff, and they're
case you forget to-
in my grandma's handwriting, the
Oh,
corresponding grandmother's
okay.
handwriting.
That's
You
a
didn't
real-
want to get
that's
dark?
a real
You didn't want to get like
It is a real
not
thing.
just regular ink?
Huh?
What?
Because I was afraid to before I got this one. Like I got these like probably. 5
Have you thought
years
about just
before
going
that.
back and getting it done now?
No, because I don't want a lot of tattoos on my
I
arm.
get
I
that.
just like the center.
I don't think I know anybody
She wants
that
to
had the
keep her white
Yeah.
skin pure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't.
They don't
I
like to
didn't
do it. Tattooists will look at you and be like, ugh, basic
You got to
bitch.
like utter the right words, like the Winter Soldier.
You
got
had
to
to, like-
activate the
Hail Hydra.
artist.
You just have to swear up and down you won't bitch about it if it doesn't look right.
All right, so Rutger Hauer here.
Rutger Hauer. He was in.
Break it down for us.
Sin City, Blade Runner, Hobo with a Shotgun,
Great flick, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's a
If
good
you've ever
movie.
seen
yeah.
Hobo with a Shotgun. So good.
Guy.
Batman Begins.
He's in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Say
Should
that.
I know him?
Nah.
Rutger Hauer?
Yeah, you should.
You ever seen Surviving the Game?
Yeah, with
Ice-T?
Ice-T. Oh, fuck, that's such a good movie.
That's like my all-time
Dude,
favorite
I haven't
Rutger
seen that
Hauer
movie in years. That's such a good movie.
I love that flick. man.
Ah.
So good.
Man, that was a good movie.
Wasn't it, though?
Yeah, damn, he a real good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He's
was
a
a badass
character actor.
Oh, he was the villain in Blade Runner,
Yeah.
right?
He was a droid.
Yeah, and he
wasn't
died in 2019 in the movie, and died 2019.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's kind of I forgot. I didn't put two and two together on that one.
Killed him.
It's a government drone.
The Illuminati did it.
See?
How
you.
many fucks do you give, Mr.
Man, how many fucks do I give Rutger Hauer? I'm going to have to go 6.
Yeah, I like dude.
6?
Yeah, I'm going 6. And that's only for his role in Surviving the Game. Because that's my favorite movie from
Made
him.
An impact.
Yeah.
Dusty?
4.
4?
You okay?
Yeah.
Seemed like you was kind
Yeah,
of
you're a
choked
little-
up by it. It's like
You're a little quiet over there,
Nah, I'm
Dusty.
good.
You
4.
tired?
4, man.
Liam.
I say about a 5. About a 5. Yeah. Yeah, I give about 5.
Brady.
Just for skill alone.
I'll go 5.
I'll go 4.
I can't believe I gave him more fucks
Yeah.
than everybody.
This is
Usually that's not the way it works, man.
This might get more than last guy.
Who else we got, Brett?
Well, these
All
aren't
right.
celebrity deaths, but the boxer dudes.
Mhm.
Not the
Leading to
not
that
the
one, yeah.
but y'all heard about the 2 boxers that died
Yeah,
after fighting?
after the fights, yeah. 2 of them. Yeah, right.
Like, did they fight each other and then they
No.
died? Oh,
The second
okay.
one was in another country, but one was here in America, I believe. They had like clips of his trainer like begging him in the middle of the rounds to let him
give up,
call the
quit,
fight.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, like in Rocky 4.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, "Nah, fuck that." But I think they eventually did stop the fight early.
The one overseas was a kickboxing match,
He
wasn't it?
still was fucked up. I'm not sure. Well, you would, I guess, getting kicked in the head and shit is way
Mhm.
more dangerous.
Were they? Yeah, I was gonna say, was it like just head injury that they died?
Yeah.
So he just got hit too many times in the head.
Little punchy.
Power punches or whatever. They was noticing it was too many.
His brain was swelling.
Should
back
we-
to back. He threw up and shit. They say like when you throw up, usually like right after the fight, they usually mean you got like a
Concussion.
severe
Yeah.
brain injury.
Yeah.
So his organs
Every time
shut
I've gotten a
down.
concussion, I've thrown up.
Damn.
You've gotten concussions?
multiple?
I've gotten 3.
Wow.
Damn.
You're killing me.
TBI.
Fight Club.
That's why I'm so angry.
You know, donate your brain to science.
CTE.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the heart so you can study my brain.
No, don't do that for
You're
me.
gonna murder
No.
sue us.
No murder sue.
I gotta go home with you tonight.
That's scary.
At least change your main profile pic one more time. before you-
Yeah. don't leave
Give Jerry
Jerry
the
hanging over
password.
there.
Yeah. Get a photo album of all of them. Make it just
I'm
for him.
sad. Will I still jerk off to his picture? Probably.
Feel
I know
good.
somebody that
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I got a friend of mine that found out it wasn't me. I wish it was for the story because it's awesome. But like,
They found out what?
found out that his grandmother, like, he was getting ready to like jerk off, and then got like a text message that his grandmother died, and then he was like, I was like still jerked off. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
man.
when you wake the beast, you can't just ask it to go back to bed.
it
you
pretty
know?
much was just like, oh, that kind of sucks. And then like he's like, then I jerked, and then I started mourning.
Then
Hey,
you shame.
Tears
shame
make great
cry.
lubricant, man.
God, I wish I could take credit for that.
You
I
should've.
think It's such a good
Should've.
story.
A
Like,
friend, huh?
Comedy doesn't
Yeah.
have to be
Okay.
truthful.
That's true.
All right, Pernell Whitaker, boxer.
yeah, he got hit by a car.
He got hit by a car, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's crazy, man.
A girl
he-
got hit by a car in Europe last week, like on the little scooter things and shit too.
And she like jump up like, I'm all right. I'm
She
all
was
right.
like an internet YouTube
Oh,
famous type
YouTuber?
of girl. Yeah, I didn't bring it up because she wasn't like famous, but
She's selling her bathwater.
She could have. She was cute, but it's fucked up getting killed just walking on the street and shit.
Those little scooters, though, are like I know 4 different people at my work that have gotten.
Oh, those
scooter
ones that people
injuries. Yeah.
cruise
They go
downtown
too
on.
fast and shit.
Yeah, they scare me. One dude,
And
I
you're
just
not
wanted to
allowed
be
to
like,
drive
the
on
other
the
day I
sidewalk.
saw somebody on one, and I want to be like, dude, you're gonna end up like, just maybe not get on it.
I mean, I'd much rather die like riding a scooter than just walking on the street like
Yeah.
Pernell Whitaker did. And he used to like, be on like heavy drugs
Yeah.
and shit like that. And you survived that shit just to get
That's
taken
how
out
you-
walking
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I like Sam Kinison, like
that's a
was like all
bullshit
that
way to
drug and
go.
alcohol problem, and then he
That's the dude
quit
with the
drugs
hat,
and alcohol,
right?
yeah, and then gets fucking killed by a drunk driver.
That's fucked up.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
how
you-
Sam Kinison died. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he OD'd.
Nah, killed by a drunk
He
driver.
did look like an old deer.
Yeah.
That look.
He probably, honestly, like
Looked
he
real
probably would have fell
cokey.
off
He
the
look-
wagon. And
He
then,
looked a
oh,
little
was-
bit more like a heart attack victim.
He was
Yeah.
really
Right,
into
yeah.
coke.
You're right.
Heart failure.
He was
something
super
like
into
that,
coke.
yeah.
But yeah, Sweet Pea, his name, Pernell Whitaker, he was
Yep.
a pretty great boxer, man.
What was his record? Anybody know?
I don't remember the exact record. He had a couple losses.
look it up.
Like a few. But man, he could fight. His defense was the shit.
What did he fight?
You mean
Other people?
Elephants? No. Did he like weight or whatever?
I think he was like a welterweight.
Was he UFC?
No,
Boxing?
UFC wasn't around back then. It was boxing.
Oh, so he's like an old guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably like 50.
40 wins, 4 losses,
he got
17
that
wins
for
by
that
KO.
Damn, that's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like to watch combat sports, boxing, not so much anymore. But back in the day when I was a little kid, boxing's all we had.
Yeah, me too.
So I used to watch the fuck out of some boxing.
Friday night fights.
Yeah, and I may not recall this gentleman.
I remember the name.
It kind of sounds familiar. The Whitaker is what gets
Yeah.
me. But I'd like to kick this off. I'm gonna go just a flat $5.
5?
Yeah,
Dusty?
Probably 5 as well.
yeah. See, it's a good flat number.
I give him about 8. Actually, yeah. I love boxing.
I'd go 5.
I'll go 4.
Fair enough.
It's pretty good for you.
Yeah.
I could respect a great in his art.
That's a high
Even if
number
I'm
coming
not.
from the Ice Queen.
I know. I asked her what she gave, what she would have. I was asking her all kinds of deaths the other day, and she was giving me numbers. Ryan White was one. She gave that a 1.
Shouldn't have gotten AIDS.
Damn, I didn't even think you would have known who he was.
Ruthless.
That's what I'm saying. A
All
4 from the
right.
Ice Queen's like a
You
20
guys
from me.
moved me
If it was a
with your
damn
spirit.
gerbil, if it was a gerbil, she would have gave it
Yeah,
like a 10.
that's it. Really.
I'm a sucker for a gerbil.
Talking about that salt lick before the show.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Tastes like tears. That's why I lick it.
Tears of small rodents.
Oh man. Limley winks.
Yeah. Let me wings.
Damn, man.
You said we had one more? Who else we
One
got?
more. Art Neville.
Oh, yeah,
New
Art
Orleans
Neville.
great.
Yeah.
Who?
New Orleans magician.
Musician.
Musician.
Could have been a magician too.
He's also related to Aaron Neville, who's got
Oh,
that big
yeah,
mole
I
on
know who
his.
that dude is.
Yeah.
High ass voice like.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is Aaron Neville?
Yeah, Aaron Neville. He did.
That was the only reason I know that name's from that Kid Rock song.
What about
What
Neville
about
from
Joe C?
wrestling that
Oh, that weird looking.
super hyped
Yeah, he
up
is
and
kind of.
flew around?
Yeah.
Very weird looking. I'll give Art Neville a 4.
Art Neville 4.
I'm just gonna do 1. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Yeah, probably like a 1 or 2. Probably
Common
1.
human 1.
Just off the name, I'd probably say like a 2 or 3. I guess.
Let's go 2.5.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go through 4.
What? Just copying
Let's go
off
4s
me.
across the board.
Oh, is that your thing now?
That's just lazy fucking thinking, bro.
That is.
I'm tired.
You roll a
You're
dice
sitting close
before
to
you
that
get
Trump
here?
hat over there. That's what's up.
4 more years.
Yeah.
4 more. It's all types of subliminal shit.
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on tonight.
She's
It's my-
throwing it out.
it's
man.
4 fucks for 4 years.
My dog whistle.
No, we hear it loud and clear.
My bullhorn. Okay.
Oh, so that was it on celebrity deaths?
Our last celebrity death, yeah.
Oh man.
So,
Almost had a celebrity die last week at Riverbend.
Oh yeah, tell us about what happened
oh,
at
Jesus
the
Christ.
RB.
So we were there seeing Tedeschi trucks and
You pulled a
shovels in
Dusty B,
row.
didn't you?
Yeah.
He did not storm out, unfortunately.
It was
He-
hot. It was like a.
It was like 110, and we had just got in line for beer. And you're only allowed Riverbend. You're only allowed to buy 2 beers per person. So this fuck stick in front of us is
Pictures?
like 2
No, like
beers.
two. Like,
You know,
Yeah.
2 hands.
At a time. Yeah.
Wish I had more hands.
So this guy like and his wife are in line, and then they buy 4 beers. But instead of saying, "Hey, I'm going to just front the money to my buddies, and then they can pay me back," he's like, "I'm gonna get 4 beers, and then each of those sons of bitches pay individually, like cheap motherfuckers." And this guy fucking pops off at the mouth to talk about Trumpian, like this
Wait,
guy.
so hold on. Pump the hate brakes for a second there, Thanos. There was a group of people.
There were 2 people.
Okay, 2 people, and they were
2
buying.
people, and they say, "We're gonna buy 4 beers."
Right.
Guy
separate
pays
cards?
for 1 beer, girl pays for another beer, then 2 other fucksticks walk in front of them and then pay for their beer. So it takes like 4 times as long as if they would have just paid for the 4 beers all in one transaction.
Okay.
So-
I'm picking up what you're putting down
Yeah.
there.
So you decide that you're going to start mouthing off, and I don't even remember what you said because I just
I
like.
said, "Hey,
You're like, hey guy,
I was like, hey dude, the line's back there.
because the people were hopping in front of us to pay for their beers, and then he's like, my friend got my beer for me, but I'm just paying for it.
And I said, I don't really care. The line's back there.
You're a poet and didn't know it, Brad.
And then I forget what they said, but then
You were really witty. You were
there's
very
a
proud
nice
of
little
yourself.
back and
Go
forth.
ahead.
And then when they were paying for their drinks, I was like,
Alright,
oh,
bro.
I was like, all right, you guys enjoy your one night out a year. Have a great night.
This is my theory on this. Like, when someone does something inappropriate in public, you don't address them. You address the people around them. You like look at the guy behind you.
Oh,
and
that's
look
a good
at this
idea.
Fucker. Look at this guy, and then you get you get mob mentality behind your hatred.
I'm the same way as you, man.
I am.
will
I know.
straight
That's
up
why
tell 'em.
I know. I identify.
Yeah.
I
But that's not how girls do things. Girls.
we know our own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I address
yeah.
the people directly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
but nobody's
too.
gonna follow you to your
That
collar
dude wasn't
and, like,
gonna follow.
murder
That
you.
fucking little nerd wasn't gonna do shit. Fucking glass. It looked like somebody's
sh-
uncle.
What you should have done was swat the fucking drinks out of their hands.
Oh, that's what I wanted to
No, then you
do.
get kicked out.
Yeah,
They play victim
I
instantly.
would have just
after
made you
that.
sit in the car. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point, Leo. I
And then the
forgot about
edible
that,
kicked
yeah.
in. I was like, I bet he'll do that cool thing where he like buys us a beer and apologizes. Nah, he didn't do it.
Yeah. You ate 2 of mine. Thank you for that.
Hey, I know, and I was still ready to fucking beat an ass. Like,
I can't imagine me and you hanging out. Someone piss us off. Like, God damn it, Brad, let's jump him.
we find out who's gonna go off on him first.
Yeah, like, no, man, I got
got
this."
this one this time. Man, you got the dude last time.
We so would.
Y'all start arguing and shit.
Yeah.
Look back, they already gone. He's like, hey,
Get back here! I got a bitch at you. God, it was so fucking hot though. God damn, that was
I was
so.
surprised there were more fights because it was so hot.
I'm surprised people weren't passing out and shit.
Let me ask you this, Brad. After your blow up, do you feel you change the way they think about anything? Or you think
No,
this-
but they definitely were like that fucking asshole. Like they're gonna like they'll. I'm
They
sure they
probably
brought
like,
it up. I'm
"Look
sure
at
it was
that-"
their story on Monday when they went back to work.
I'm sure people just need to know, like, you're being a fucking dick.
Yeah.
And then there was some guy with some like shoes like a 5-year-old wears with cut off jeans. So
Oh, yeah.
he
That's
yelled
right,
at us.
Yeah,
like, what
I had
the
my
fuck?
I had my cutoffs and my striped socks on. No, I wasn't wearing. I wore. That's right. It was the sleeveless shirt that
Oh,
gave me
yeah.
gave me confidence. It was so hot. I had Brittany
Sons
cut
out,
off.
guns out.
Cut off my sleeves on one of my T-shirts. That's what gave me the confidence to like really go after the guy.
It lets the inner
So
Indiana.
you see these flabby arms, motherfucker?
your inner Hogan came
Yeah.
out?
Fuck that guy.
Inner Hoosier.
They're probably there. They weren't even there because they liked the band. They got fucking 1 free tickets off the radio.
Yeah, they probably got free corporate seats from
And then they
there.
show up and fucking act like they're entitled to everything. They probably ate through the whole concert. They're the kind of people that go to a concert and just eat the whole time. For the whole concert. Like, dude, what are you
Fuck
doing?
you and your
why
snack
are you,
bar.
you're fucking. Why are you eating a 3-way at a concert, dude? Like, come
when
on.
It's 110.
Yeah.
They had edibles too, I guess.
Yeah. There's,
They was
We didn't
kicked
get
in
any
early.
snacks.
Yeah.
they took theirs before they parked. Yeah.
Had fun though. It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Wish we would have stayed the whole time, but you know,
Oh, you cut out?
it was getting too hot.
It was fucking terrible.
There was
last
no-
week.
Well, we got there at
Jeez.
7 for like the first band, so we were there for like we got there like 6 or 6:30.
I really
and
wanted to see the first band.
But then by like 10 o'clock, we were all kind of
As magical a moment as you had at your show, me and Dusty went to a show on Sunday
Yeah, we did.
down
It
in
was fun.
Lexington. It was the Static X.
Oh, that's coming
Nice.
here too.
yeah. Well, I already got tickets for that too.
You guys are gonna go to that too? I'll
Oh,
probably
yeah.
go to that one.
Dude, it was fucking killer.
Was it?
It was a really
absolutely
good show.
fucking killer. Yeah, it was super good. For those that don't know, whenever me and Dusty B go to a show, we don't ever tell people our real names.
Mm-hmm.
We tell people that we're Craig and Craig.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, this is so good, right?
Always?
Always.
Always. We're
That's
we're
awesome.
Craig. It's usually I'm Craig with a C.
And I'm Craig with a K.
Craig with a K.
And they fucking straight up believe us. too.
They buy it every fucking time.
Yeah.
Wow.
But in some like
Leo.
in some like random
I'm like, something
Just-
shady with these guys.
oh yeah.
This shit's great.
What's funny is after this magical moment happened, we were outside. This guy comes up and he's like, you guys look like you're up to something. So you're on to something there, Leo. You're on to something. Weren't we supposed to give that dude a shout out
I
on
don't
the
know.
show?
I don't know.
I
can't
know you
remember.
guys' names
I
aren't
can't
Craig.
What was his?
Yeah.
His name was Kit, wasn't it?
Kid.
Yeah, Kid.
Yeah, we gotta
That's
give
what
a
his
shout
name
out
was,
to Kid.
Yeah.
From
He never showed up on our
Manchester
Facebook
That's not his
page.
real
Musical, yeah.
name.
What?
His real name's not Kid.
That's
He had
what
a
said.
mullet, so
Yeah. I believe it. But no. So me and Dusty were always Craig and Craig. No matter what show we go to, we're always Craig and Craig. We're standing in the middle of the place. The band's playing. Was the band playing or was it before
I think it was
the band?
like before.
I think it might have been before
right
the
before.
band. So we're standing there. This guy comes up to me. I don't know this guy. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup, right? He comes up and he goes, hey, is your name Craig? Instantly.
He was like, it sure is.
It took me like half a second to register. I was like, holy shit, this is fucking happening. And I was like, yes, it is. And he was like, oh, well, he said like a last name. I'm like, nah, man, no, I'm not that Craig. And he was like, oh, I was like, hold on, man, my buddy's named Craig too. And he looks, he's like, for real? And I'm like, yeah, we're both named Craig. And he was just like, fucking mind blown. He's like, his fucking head exploded.
What was the origin story of this? Just
Of
for-
Craig and Craig.
So like we were fucked up at the show one time, and somebody asked us what our names were, and I guess we were like, "Hey man, we just need to be like Craig and Craig." I don't know. We said my name was Craig, and then his name was Craig, because my brother-in-law's name's Craig, and we always fuck with him.
Yeah, we always fuck with Craig.
So one
That
time I
makes
was
it
just
better,
like,
that-
yeah.
Yeah.
So one time I was just like, man, how about you be Craig with a C, and I'll be Craig with a K, and we'll just fuck with everybody, and that's how it kind of just started. Every
Nice.
show we go to.
That and usually when we tell people our names, we're fucking with them.
Yeah.
And we don't want them to like come back
Yeah.
on us.
That's why I always say my name is Steve when somebody asks me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like our little like protective layer
yeah.
Gotcha.
that we throw up, but it works. But what doesn't help is like when we actually start talking to people.
Oh yeah, then
And
we
we-
slip up. Hey Jay, what's up, man?
Well,
Yeah.
not even that. And Dusty's guilty of this. He's like, hey man, let me add you on Facebook, man.
Oh yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I did it.
Oh my god.
I did that when we saw Newfound Glory. I was like, hey man, this dude's pretty cool. Hey man, what's your name on Facebook? And he's like, I can't find Craig. Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh fuck, that's not my name. Damn it.
Y'all should come up with like fake pages and shit.
We should.
Yeah,
Just
that's
together.
great.
We
Oh,
should.
I thought
Like
about
Craig
creating
and
a Craig troll
Yeah,
page.
like a-
Oh
just
my
Craig-
gosh.
Just call it Craig with a C and Craig with a K, man.
Yeah.
Just
You
the
gotta
have
be
the name.
together.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
it like married couples.
A
Like
glamour
Craig,
shot
Craig.
picture.
You gotta have a
That-
couple like
we oughta
weird
do
pictures
that, yeah.
together
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh yeah, go to like Sears or something.
And like the only pictures on there are just you guys.
Yeah.
Like matching clothes
Yeah.
and shit.
Just
We
us
should.
at different
Old and
Yeah.
Bill's
events.
background.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll look great.
Yeah.
That would look good. We
We
need to
should.
do
Back to
that.
back
Yeah.
with the pistol.
Yeah. Then you got to
Like we're at a
take
high
a step
school
further.
dance.
Yeah, and then go to like Gallenberg and get one of those old timey saloon pictures of you like dressed like the Cowboys and shit.
I want to be in the bathtub.
Yeah.
You wear the petticoat, and he'll have like the bag of money and like the Jack Daniels.
That'd be good. We do need to
should.
do that.
Get airbrush
We need to
shirts.
do that.
What made it worse is there's a dude that walked by. We were standing outside. We were kind of riddled. And then all of a sudden the dude walked by. I'm like, that dude looks familiar.
Oh,
And I
this
leaned
was
over.
good, yeah.
I was like, hey, man, did you go to Scott High School? And the dude looks at me and goes, yeah, I did for like a year and a half. And I was like, hey, man, what's up? And like this dude like followed me around all night. Like it was just on
He
was
was like a lost puppy, man.
Yeah, he was
trying-
there by himself.
he was trying
Stage
to like.
5 clinger.
He was like, "Hey, man, come up front with me." And Dustin was like, "Nah, I'm
Yeah,
good."
Craig.
Was he at least cool or just kind of?
He was
He
like,
was okay.
He was a drunk military dude.
Yeah, he'd
So-
spit a lot when he talked. So
Yeah,
he
he'd
kind
get
of like,
he'd get right up in your face and yell at you.
It became very
Yeah.
clear why he was there alone.
yeah. I think he was a Five Finger Death Punch
He-
fan.
Oh boy.
Of
Yeah.
course.
You could
Didn't he
tell.
have a shirt on? What shirt did he have on?
It was just a black shirt, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
Mm.
Did
So
you
Static
tell-
X was good though.
No, dude, it was great.
the whole show.
Yeah.
It was Raven Black, which we might get them on the show when they come here in November. I got my feelers out. I got some
Did you
messages
get contact
dropped.
info?
I'm the guy friended me on Facebook,
Huh.
so
Let's start.
there's a connection there. I'm trying to get them on the show. They were the opening act. They were super good. And then it was Wednesday 13.
Oh, I love Wednesdays. I've
So
seen him
do
a
I.
couple times.
I've
man.
seen
He's
him a
fucking
couple times
awesome.
too. He's good. Yeah.
He's got a new album coming out.
Yeah, I believe so. You fuck with his other shit that he
Fuck
works
with the
on?
War?
Murder Dolls.
Murder
and,
Dolls.
yeah, Murder Dolls.
what
Murder
was,
Dolls is good.
Bourbon Crow. You fuck with Bourbon
Oh, is that
Crow?
his like country like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard much of that. He came to Louisville with that.
Yeah. It's pretty good too. It's not bad. And then it was
Dope.
It was Dope.
Devil Driver.
Devil Driver, and they
then
closed the
Static
show
X.
with
Is this
a
an
Cold
all-day
Chamber
thing?
cover. What's that?
How long was the show? Like an all-day thing?
Like from 6:30 to what? 11:30?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Dope,
Wasn't there long?
Dope only played for like 10 minutes because Edsel's the actual guy, lead singer for Static X.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds. That's the rumor going around.
Yeah.
Is that Edsel's filling in for?
You
Wayne
can tell he
Static.
tries really hard not to be like a dick and
Yeah.
not like be Edsel when he's, you know.
He tries to imitate Wayne Static
Yeah.
as much. Which
Well, I think that's
he
what.
does
Yeah,
good.
that's what you've. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think that's cool because like the kind of like the mask get up that he wears looks like a dead Static X.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
like
I
dead
was
Wayne
wondering like,
Static.
if that's
Yeah.
why they were doing that.
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
got to be right.
Yeah, I
mean,
think that's what it
Yeah,
is.
it looks like a dead Wayne Static,
Yeah.
which I think it's fucking cool. But he did a great job.
Yeah, if it's him.
Yeah.
Which I think it might be him.
well, if they only played for like
Well,
Yeah.
that and
his
like
other band,
His sound was
like-
fucked up, and he was like
Yeah.
giving shit to the sound guy, and the sound guy's in the back like flipping him off, like "fuck you," and I was like, "Damn!" Like this dude's
it
like,
got a little heated.
yeah, it did.
It was
yeah.
fun to watch.
oh yeah, I've only seen that happen I've only seen that happen once actually, like where like the band was getting into it with like the venue like staff
Yeah.
person.
Edsel, if you've ever seen Dope, you know Edsel's very.
I
quick
saw him a
to
lot.
fuck-
We're talking like fucking in the.
I've seen him a long time ago.
Yeah,
too.
I
very
seen
long time
something
ago.
pretty bad. I was at a Lil Wayne concert before, and the DJ kept, for some reason, like
Wheezy baby.
skipping records, like in the middle of the songs.
Oh,
And he did it like 3 times, and he got mad and shit. And he literally had the whole crowd, like, everybody say, "Fuck the DJ," and the whole club was like, "Fuck the DJ, fuck the
Shit,
DJ."
really?
And it's a
Damn.
DJ that be on the radio too. I won't say his name. But he was
DJ
embarrassed.
Local?
Easy
Yeah.
local DJ.
Yeah, for the Wiz. He
Oh,
was
wow.
he was well, not anymore, but this was when
He
it
got
was
fired.
like
Oh, what was his name,
100.9 the Wiz. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna say his name.
Come
'cause he pretty
on.
popular. I ain't gonna
Oh,
do it.
really?
But he was super embarrassed though, because literally everybody was like, "Fuck the," and he
Was
still,
this in Cincinnati?
yeah, it was at
Damn.
one of the
I'm
clubs.
gonna hop on Twitter and fuck with this dude.
and he had to still continue to go on. So
Yeah.
I would have fucking crumbled and shit, like and just fucking walked off.
Yeah.
So he made it through though, but
Yeah.
he fucked up several times.
That's how this dude was. He was so mad. He was like so pissed, and he was just yelling back at him. And it's like, what are you gonna do, man? Just fucking clean your shit up. Let's
DJ
go.
just took it like, I mean, I wouldn't say like a bitch, but he took it like a professional, because it's your job. You being paid. You are fucking up, so you shouldn't be like.
That's your
giving
reputation
fingers.
too.
So,
Like,
but it probably was staged, since y'all think he's the other guy or something.
I don't know. He was like every night on this fucking tour, my
You fuck
sound's
with my
fucked
sounds.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, like
Did he storm off stage because of it?
No,
Okay, because then
no.
definitely that's probably like
Yeah.
that's probably him. Then.
They had some sound problems before, like when they were setting up for Devil Driver. Remember they had that weird bass
Yeah.
fucking sound that was going on, and then they fixed it in the microphone, and everybody went crazy.
Who? Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember that now.
Was that at
Yeah,
Manchester?
Yeah,
Manchester.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Musical.
cool. That's a cool little venue.
I like it.
I don't
Yeah.
like the pillars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish they'd get rid of
Yeah.
those.
I don't think they can.
yeah, it's structurally
Yeah.
unsound.
Yeah, they could find a way.
Yeah, well, there's a will. There's.
It's a cool venue though.
I liked it.
Well, it's like the only venue in
in
Lexington too. I feel like that's like
Really?
I feel like it's like the only like rock club they like, or like the only like kind of
live music
club
venue.
size venue that they
Yeah.
that they have there.
it
The
was good.
AC was kicking ass in that place.
Yeah,
So.
I wasn't hot at all.
No.
I was definitely like relieved to like go outside and be like, man, whew.
So did they do all of like? Did they do Wisconsin Death Trip in like its entirety?
I
or
don't
did
think
they,
they
like,
did it in its entirety, but they played like
all the songs, but just not in
yeah,
order.
Yeah, and they played like a lot of. They did like "Cold" from the Queen of the Damned
Yeah.
soundtrack.
I think that tour's
They did a
popping
lot of
off
this.
more than they thought it was going to.
Oh,
Dude,
dude.
it sold
They
out.
just
show.
say it
out.
just added a second
second
leg.
yeah,
to it.
and they're still gonna go to Europe too. They're doing it in Europe.
Yeah, the one in Cincinnati. That's when it's in
November
November.
28th or
November.
29th. Yeah.
Dude, it was a great show. It was one of the better
It was
shows we've been
really
to in a
good.
while.
I'll put it to you this way. This was a show that, like, usually when me and Dusty go to shows, it's either like he picks the show and I just tag along with him, or I pick a show and he tags along with me. This was a show that I picked, and Dusty was really like, dude, that was a really fucking good
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, dude, they're coming back through in Cincinnati, he was like, 10, 10, 10 out of 10, would do it again. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
that
good.
tells
The
you
same
how good the
lineup?
fucking show
The
was.
same lineup.
Same lineup,
Same
yeah.
lineup, yeah.
Well, you don't care if they're gonna do like the same exact.
No.
I don't get, dude, it was fucking so good.
We could just
I'd
get
watch it
super
twice.
fucked up now because we're closer to home. So,
Yeah.
so
gonna be even
that's
better.
what it's even better. Yeah.
We're gonna hit up our Uber driver Glenn Childress
Yeah.
and have him drive us home
That's our favorite thing to do. We get royally fucked up at shows.
and call Glenn for
Don't
an
you want to
Uber.
be like rich, like a Fucking
Oh, Glenn's usually your Uber driver?
No.
Oh.
One time we were in Columbus at Ala Rosa Villa, and we were super fucked up. We were like, we should call Glenn and tell him to come pick us up. And Glenn was like, send me the address. So we did. He said, man, that's in Columbus. Fuck you.
It was good, man. It
I
was
want
so
to be
good.
like the Sweet 16 little fuckers and be able to like pick all your favorite artists.
Yeah, just have them come
perform
play your birthday
you,
party. Yeah.
And you choose all the
Yeah.
songs.
My shit would
Be
look
on
like War
stage
Tour.
and shit, get a mic
Yeah.
and everything. Like what?
Oh, real quick, did you see that Steve Harvey's daughter, 22-year-old
Oh,
daughter's
yeah.
dating
P Diddy.
P.
shit.
Diddy,
That's
and
pretty
she
fucked up.
What?
supposedly she was dating
Or
his
his-
son
Well,
before.
I don't
yeah.
think she was dating.
She's
his
dating
son,
P. Diddy?
but his son.
Yeah.
Is he pissing on her?
You're thinking of
I
R.
don't know.
Kelly.
Well, I know. You know.
I mean, hey.
What, all 90s popular?
Yeah.
Uh,
Come on.
No, but his son was trying to date her.
Oh, he was trying, so they weren't dating.
Yeah. But she
Doesn't
probably
P.
just
Diddy have, like,
used the
set, like,
son to
6
get to the
kids?
house and shit. You know, I think he got
He's got a bunch.
3 sons. Wait,
I remember
he
being
got two.
surprised
He
at
got
the
2
amount of
sons,
or amount of
twin
children.
daughters, another daughter,
And a dead
and a
wife.
stepson.
Just what?
His ex-wife had a son by Albie Shore, the singer from the 80s and shit. And he liked the stepdad.
That's still one of the best names in music.
Albie Shore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could sing too. He had a good 2 songs.
Did he
but
make her like go downtown, get a picture with a midget holding these balloons?
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Some
know.
Cambodian breast
Hey.
milk.
next season.
It's a
but
good
he
ass
is-
sugar
no,
cookie.
he is bringing back making the band though.
Is he really?
I
swear to
fucking
God.
love
Oh,
that
man.
show,
I
man.
just-
Best
read
five,
that.
I
best
love
5
that.
rappers in life.
I love that the original,
Dylan,
the original
Dylan,
show.
Dylan,
Oh my god, was so
Dylan,
good.
Dylan,
Yeah.
Dylan, and
It's
Dylan.
coming back though.
Shutting down the studio.
I'm pretty sure it's
Those
not
they would
gonna
get
be
in
as
fights
good.
with each other
Yeah.
every fucking week.
That was like at the height of the trash.
Yeah.
Like reality TV.
I loved it. One time they poured out that bottle of cognac, and he goes, "That's not cognac, that's Woda."
I think that's where the whole breast milk idea.
I think
came
so
from.
too. Yeah,
Cambodian breast.
Yep. So
Yeah.
he's bringing it back. He's bringing
that's
it back.
hilarious. Is he having like Chopper and all those other? And Bet was
I
it?
seriously.
That's
doubt
where
it.
That'd be
Farnsworth
so
Bentley came
funny.
from that show,
Yeah,
wasn't
so
it?
was.
From
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah. He was just his regular
Yeah.
man butler at the time.
Yeah.
And
That
his
was awesome.
His outfits was so like funny that people was like, "Oh, what's up with this?"
Who?
dude? Farnsworth Bentley. He used to like
The umbrella
carry
guy.
the
That's
umbrella.
Oh, the
like,
boom,
Then
boom,
he
yeah.
started
yeah, that
dancing.
guy.
Then he
Yeah,
actually got on a couple songs.
Yeah.
And shit.
I didn't know that was his name.
Well, of course not his real name, but yeah, that's when you still have 15 minutes of fame. 'Cause
Yeah.
we got him to fuck. up
Earlier
out
you
here,
said
too.
what was the guy's name? I'll be
Sure.
I'll be
You
sure.
don't know
If-
Albie Shore?
No, but I was gonna say
I don't
if we're
know
talking
him.
P Diddy, he's got to come up with an alter ego that'll be I'll be missing you. Too soon? Too soon?
Oh,
Wow.
This is I'll be sure, and this is I'll be missing you.
I'll be watching you.
What did Albie Shore
I'll be
sing?
watching you.
Uh,
Sting and shit. Albie Shore. I forgot the song.
He's
name.
got-
I've never heard that name before.
you haven't?
No,
Well, don't feel bad because I don't know none of the fucking guys y'all was just talking about.
that's okay.
Like not one.
You
Like
dig
Static X?
You dig
Or-
Static X, man. Evil Disco, man.
Well,
I
like a little
can't
rock
wait for that
rap.
new album. to
On
come
Your
out.
Feet was one of
We need to bring
Like the
we,
Get On
we need to take
Your-
him
no,
to
That was Gloria
Steel
Estefan
Panther with
and
us.
Miami
Oh, dude, that'd be
Sound
killer.
You wanna go
Oh,
Steel
Night
Panther
and
with
Day.
us? Night and Day.
Night and Day.
I swear you'd have heard the song.
Oh, I know Day and
I'm about to
Night.
Play it real quick. Hold
I
on.
got it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
We're getting copyrighted
Is this
for
Bollywood?
sure.
Now you play 30 seconds and then.
I don't think I've heard that.
Well, yeah.
This guy's got a
Not that I
unibrow.
Skip
remember.
ahead because you don't want to waste a 30 on the end. You know, back in the day, the intro was like 2 minutes. Y'all never heard that?
I feel like that was on an episode of Silk Stockings.
Go to the chorus. That ain't the quite.
Ah,
the
God damn it! I
chorus.
closed it out.
It
Hold
was
on.
a little bit.
You're
before
Designing
that.
Women is coming to Netflix. Anyone?
What is
the
it?
show?
I'm not a
It's
fan.
like transgender or something.
No, it was showing the
Sorry.
accidental.
Thank you, Leo. That was great.
Here we go.
Yeah. Still got nothing.
You don't even know.
Oh, I've heard
God
this.
You
damn
don't know
it.
the chorus,
Yeah.
man. You
I
don't
don't-
know the song.
I don't think I know it. No.
But the
I think I've
chorus
heard
is
it.
like the most popular.
Yeah, it's like
part.
that one.
I think
Here
they
it
played the
goes.
song.
Ah,
They
I
played the
closed it out
song in
again.
Martin once.
Hold on.
They played on Martin.
He said, "I can tell."
Damn,
how I
Gina.
feel
Yeah.
about you."
I'm stoked for the new Bad Boys movie.
Oh yeah.
If it ever come out.
Oh, they
How many
they
they
just
had?
they just wrapped it.
Yeah, Martin just fat and shit.
Martin?
Hey man, if Gary can be a cop, Martin can too.
Who?
Gary the fat. Oh no.
Oh yeah, the guy I was talking about
Yeah.
earlier.
You yawning over there?
Kind of.
We have been going for almost 90 minutes now.
Yes,
Have we
have.
really?
Hour
Yeah.
and 30.
Yeah, she dropped off when the rock band tour started talking.
Man.
She's like, I don't know any of this shit.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one. I looked over at her. I just wanted to
She's
like throw
snoozing.
a little a raft and shit. Like, I'll save you.
We need a
I went
lifesaver.
on my rant earlier. and Let y'all go.
We need a KYHBB lifesavers. Like,
Yeah.
here you
Oh,
go.
yeah, we did get our rocks off pretty heavy today. We got a little political.
Yeah, got a little bit of everything.
Did
today.
good, man.
Multi-celebrity deaths.
New
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Couple.
Yeah.
Maggie D, you know.
We
Then
got,
you
we got
got
Hoodline News.
Hoodline News.
Yeah.
We had Craig and Craig.
Craig. It's like
Adventures of
Simon
Craig.
and Simon, kind of.
Yeah.
We need a name for you for your alt-Trump-ish your alt-right alter ego.
Well, she's the ice queen.
Oh, yeah, the Ice Queen. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I'm not, but it's not all. No, we won't start that again.
It's not alt-right. You're just alt-right.
It's
now.
not
Just
all
alt.
right. It's just fuck everything.
It's not all right. It's all right.
I'm in my second. This is my adult emo stage, where everything sucks.
Oh.
Everything's fucked up. Everybody sucks.
But you really
This is my new- this is my adult new metal.
he said, she said, bullshit.
It's my new metal.
John Otto.
Late in life.
Take it to the Matthews Bridge. Of course we know Limp
Wouldn't
Bizkit.
be,
Hands up,
wouldn't
hands
be
down.
an episode without a sing along.
True.
That's
That's
true.
true. Keeping the streak alive.
Or sing along.
Singing Brad.
You're singing
He
Brad.
getting us all into this shit now. We a fucking
Do another 2 hours.
group in a minute. Y'all try to get me on the bass. Try to
Yeah.
slide it in. And shit.
I used to
like,
play
hold on, wait,
drums,
Leo.
so we probably ideally maybe could record
Start a
it.
band.
Leo,
Yeah.
no bass.
You can't have a band where the drummer sings, though, man.
Start a real
Yeah, you
shit.
can.
Nah,
It's a
we
couple
can't.
bands like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple, but we can't be that band.
It's
We can
not
be that
cool
band.
and shit.
Yeah,
Brittany will play the
can't
flute.
do it.
I'll play the flute and the tambourine.
She'll squeeze the hamster.
She's a gerbil player.
That's over. She bites the head. She bites the head off a hamster.
Plays it like a
That's how we
bagpipe.
close out every show. Is just take it.
He is gonna be pissed.
Then rub salt liquid in the wound of the hamster.
Nice salty hamster.
Yeah.
Better be licking that salt block. Don't want no bland hamster.
Make sure it's seasoned.
There you go.
Seasoned Death. That's the name of the group.
Like them crab legs.
Like, yeah, like a
Yeah.
nonsensical crap.
Drowned it in garlic butter.
All right.
So that's the 300. We're gonna eat stuff.
Yeah.
Dead
we're-
There
hamster,
you
crab
go.
legs,
We do have the KoolAid
KoolAid,
cook-off.
yeah.
KoolAid. It's gonna be a cook.
Gotta get a method.
Gotcha.
I'll be fine. We'll find one.
Real quick here before we get out of here, I'd just like to give everybody an update on Toby.
Doing good.
I know you guys don't know who Toby is, but Toby was with us
This guy.
fuck you, Toby.
We're invested.
He was what seasons was he with us?
Oh shit.
Like
He was at the
4 and 5 or something, or part
it's
of
something
4?
like that.
I
yeah.
can't remember. But he got real bad off on all kinds of different drugs, and he was with a bitch that kind of fucked him up, and he got addicted to some bad shit. But he's clean.
It's a
I
bad pussy.
I spoke to him. I video chatted with him the other day. No, the pussy was not good. I'll tell you that right now.
That's what I said. Bad pussy.
Yeah, but oh god, it was horrible.
enough to fuck you up.
It makes me want to gag thinking about it.
What does smell
But-
like?
Yeah, for real. But he's doing good. He's like 50 days sober now, I think.
Oh, congrats!
So he's done
Yeah.
super good. I don't know if he's watching. He usually
We're proud of
comments on
you.
shit. But yeah, I'm super happy that my good friend Toby is getting clean and sober. He's in like a sober living house up in
Oh.
Dayton. He seems like he's really positive about getting clean and staying clean, and I'm happy for him, man. You know.
Yeah, go to. Is he listening right now?
Yay.
He might be. He hasn't commented.
Slow clap.
So,
for
Whatever it
Jimmy.
takes.
Yeah.
But I'm really proud of him. I talked to him for like 20, 30 minutes or something the other day on the phone, and he's looking better. He's getting a lot of color back to him. He's not all fucking
Fucked up.
all fucked up like
Yeah, he was looking
was,
bad
yeah.
when we video chatted with
Oh,
him that
God,
one time.
yeah.
He was looking real bad.
His eyes were all sunk in his
Yeah.
fucking head and shit.
Yeah.
But he was functioning though. I mean, he had a job.
hmm
You know, he obviously don't have a job now, but
Well, I'd much
He-
rather him get clean and sober. Than,
yeah, I'd much rather.
Yeah, true.
The job will come soon.
Oh yeah, he's getting his shit together.
Yeah.
So my hats off to you, Tobes. I don't know if you're
Congrats.
watching or listening or whatever, but you know we're proud of you, man.
Damn, this podcast is
Yeah, we're
epic,
changing the
man.
world.
Yeah, this shit.
Yeah,
This shit need to go national.
Taking
Well,
all
That's what
kinds.
I'm saying, man.
Well, we are
Ten-
national.
Technically, we're
Technically.
worldwide.
Yeah, we
You know
are.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
We are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an old saying. I'm showing my age.
We're big in the Middle
Going-
East.
Going national used to be like a good saying back in the day. We was all used to
Going
watching. like-
viral now. That's what
Yeah,
you
that's
wanna-
true.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's
we
true.
need to go viral.
That's what we
Get
need.
our
Toby's
15
redemption
minutes.
Story.
Nah, well, shit. If this is longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go viral. We're gonna be around for a few hours.
Yeah.
Fuck 15
We're gonna milk the
minutes.
fuck out of it, Dusty. Guarantee that.
We'll get that diff eyewear money.
Hmm?
Diff eyewear. What's
It's
that?
what all the teen moms promote.
Oh, okay.
We like such a random branch group of individuals. This shit can branch off, I should say, into so
Yeah,
many other
yeah.
different fields.
Yeah.
Empire. Building an empire.
That's
Hamster
what it is.
accessories.
You gotta make wheels that don't squeak.
Yeah. Olive oil takes care of that.
Olive oil?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless they
WD-40.
lick it like my idiot hamsters.
Ooh, it
Maybe
could be
that's what
like when
killed
you
them.
have a hamster, you only hear one squeak, and that'd be like you killing it.
You killed it.
And then
That'll
symbol and shit.
when parents are sick of taking care of their kid's hamster. I just come in and
Oh, you're like the angel of death.
angel of death.
Take it in the woods.
And the hamster mercenary
Yeah.
comes around.
So you gotta act like Flo from
Yeah.
the insurance commercial and shit.
Yeah.
Where you feed them like Salt Lick, then you snap their neck, like,
Mhm.
here,
Like
lick
here.
it, lick
That's
the salt.
actually-
Yes, like
That's
this.
actually what my brother does for a living.
Well, kills
What?
hamsters.
He works
At a pet store?
at a local research hospital and is the mouse documenter.
So killing is in your
And-
blood. Killing rodents is in your
Damn.
blood.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Damn.
That's-
Might as well say
It
he's an
just gets worse.
exterminator.
It just gets worse.
All right, we're going to get the fuck out of here, folks. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks, everybody on YouTube. I don't think we made it on fucking Facebook, but what's up?
Can I plug something real fast?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy at Go
What?
Bananas on Tuesday.
Brad, did you know about this?
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah. So
Man.
come out, support a great local cause, and
If I wear my hat, will you make fun of me?
you might get killed by a bunch of baby boomer hippies, but
Oh, okay.
go for it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Go Bananas, 7:00 this Tuesday.
Hell yeah. That's
Is that your first time?
It'll be my third time at Go Bananas.
Your
Nice.
third time?
Mhm.
So you've done this before?
I have.
Oh, okay. Who'd you open for? Lisa Lampanelli?
No, I was
Bruce.
part of a wonderful variety show of talented women.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome. Hell yeah.
So-
Was Faith Mueller on that?
No.
No.
Nope.
I like Faith Mueller. She cool as
It's a
fuck.
good.
Diarrhea fetish.
It's for a good cause.
Cool. That's
No.
awesome.
Oh, it's like a benefit type thing?
It is. It is.
Oh, okay.
For a local charity.
Brad, is
Like-
is she funny?
I don't know.
Is it for like a gerbil hamster charity?
Hamster
It is.
awareness?
It's for hamster murders anonymous.
What's the address for Go
Like, I
Bananas?
feel like
you
I
know
owe
it?
you guys something.
It's something Market Street. It's out
Yeah,
in Montgomery.
Just search Go Bananas
Go
Comedy.
Bananas Comedy,
Yeah.
7:00.
That's awesome. Heck
Is
yeah.
it a free show? You can get us tickets?
$18 in advance, $20 at the door.
Fucking expensive
That is
show.
expensive.
It's a fundraiser.
Jesus Christ, Doug Stanhope doesn't even charge
Damn.
that.
Fundraiser.
Is it all
fundraiser.
women?
It is.
Is there any nudity?
Tom Trump was $10. That was a fun.
There's a few topless acts.
Oh, really?
as well, myself included.
What?
You're.
Hey, fuck Brad and his profile
Brad was like,
pics.
"What? No, you're fucking not." He's like, "Get your ass in the car.
Get your hell in the car.
Don't want to get in the truck. Learn to
If
tell you to
anyone
get in
from
the truck."
If anyone from the show comes, mention my name at the door, and you'll get $2 off.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Who hooked that deal
I'm
up?
here for the
I'm just
serial gerbil killer.
Now people are going to show up expecting $2 off.
No
and
one's
Mike
going to
is
show
gonna
up
be like,
and
what the
listening
fuck,
to the show,
who?
but
You never know. I'm going to.
go for
I'm
it.
like, hey, Brittany said she'd give me $2 off. What's up?
Actually, yeah. Like
I'll probably
they're-
get in for free anyway. It's probably gonna be Muhammad Patel working the fucking door again. Just be
Aw,
like, yeah,
man.
just go on in, man. It's
Fuck,
cool.
He hates me.
You know.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah. So do
yeah,
I.
he's cool. I had to actually physically remove him from a roof he was trying to jump over.
Well, let's not.
Yeah.
That's not your story to tell. He might not want that out there.
What?
It's
No,
hard
it
to
was
tell.
funny. Like, it was a funny thing.
Okay.
Like, he wasn't trying to jump off
Oh,
the roof.
okay.
He was trying to jump from... No, he was trying to jump... He was trying to jump from one roof... No!
I got
He
serious.
was,
Like, hold on.
he was trying to jump from
Like,
one
don't
roof
tell
to
that story.
another.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like, no, please don't. We don't need to explain.
He was trying to parkour.
Yeah.
He's a hardcore.
It was
parkour.
funny. Like, it wasn't like a... trying to,
I was like, oh my god, like
That's
that's
No, he was
Patel
trying
cord.
to jump off of... Yeah. Anyway.
well,
All
jump
right.
off a roof in a
Tuesday,
comic. I
7
mean,
o'clock,
usually
Go Bananas.
That's true. Good
goes
point.
hand in hand. Usually,
That's
We were all
career
sitting on a
suicide.
roof, and he wanted to jump to the other roof, and I said no. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, all right.
All right.
For more stories about Brittany trying to talk people off roofs, be sure to tune in next week.
I'm probably not the best person to talk people off roofs, but especially hamsters.
But we are going to get out of here. Thanks everybody for watching on YouTube. I don't think we made it on Facebook, but I'm going to work on it eventually sometime this week. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Bob Saget can fuck off. Seems like I'm forgetting to say something. Send us shit. I haven't checked the fucking P.O. box lately, but mail us something. We'll fucking talk about it.
You never say what it is.
But what is?
The P.O. box.
Because I got it pulled up on the screen.
It up on the screen.
Dusty pulls it up.
But what if you're listening audio style?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Dusty, read it off because I can't read it because I can't see it.
Any type of package must be sent to KYHBB Podcast to Jerry Saylor, 5106 Madison Pike, number 512, Independence, Kentucky, 410-051.
Rewind that shit.
Yeah.
'Cause he don't want to say it again.
Yeah.
Smaller
in the
packages
comments.
must be in the envelope.
Yeah, smaller packages must be in an envelope.
Yeah.
So we'll put it up somewhere. But
Cool.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Right on time.
Guy on the couch showing up late. You're fired.
Hey, what's up, my dude?
You're fired. Hold on. Let me throw the hat on real quick and say you're fired.
Fired.
Would you like to say anything in opening and closing? 'Cause
You still buzzing from Wiz Khalifa? You look a little baked over there. I'm just kidding.
I'm still trying to come down, man.
I bet.
Still. Yeah.
But yeah, D, you're kind of late. We are really getting out of here. But thanks everybody again for watching. Thanks Dan for showing up. Thanks Britt. Thanks Brad. Thanks Leo. Thanks Dusty B. And
Craig with
Thanks,
K.
Jesus.
Yeah, Craig with a K. Yeah, and stay sober, Toby.
Yeah, good luck, Toby.
Stay sober. Can we end it with
No,
that?
she's been good luck, Toby. Instead
Yeah,
of
we've been
fuck
saying
you.
say
sober,
sober
Toby.
Toby. That's what we've been saying.
Instead
Yeah.
of saying fuck you, Toby.
Aw.
We started the stay sober, Toby. thing.
Oh.
Well, I can part on this. Yeah, if you go to a Wiz Khalifa concert, this is what's gonna happen. You show up late to everything the next day.
Fair enough.
It's true.
and we went on for a while.
Yeah, it was good, man. All right, we're
All
out.
right.
We're out of here. I'm Jerry Saylor.
Oh shit! I'm left for Slubby Dusty B,
I'm Leo Bishop.
I'm
Guy on the couch.
Brad.
I'm Britt Fred.
and we're out of here.
Stay sober, Toby.
Toby.